Hello, everyone, and welcome to AI the Somnium Files.
Yo, 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 yo! What's up? It's been a while.
It has been a while. Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
How y'all doing? Can I get a hey?
Hey.
Oh my God, thank you. I've never been happier.
I'm so glad we're back.
For you, Short. For you.
It's so
Oh my
good.
God.
Oh, thank you, Dabble, for subscribing.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Subscribing.
Can I
So
just-
good to see you. Sorry, it's been a little while. Life is crazy.
Yeah, life's been all over the place, and I have fair warning. Life might continue to be all over the place for a little bit. But I will also
no, you
say
don't think it's all done, like everything is fine. and
Oh,
not
absolutely not. But I mean, on a personal level, we'll continue to be all over the place in addition to cosmically. But yeah, no, I'm glad to be back doing this. I will say the moment we went live, I got like a jolt of energy. I'm like so pumped.
It was because of my hey, Gina.
It was because of your hey though.
Don't
I think
blame it on
Definitely Jake's
anything.
hey.
Me.
it has nothing to
Hey
do with the
fever.
audience or the game or any of that. It was all to do with the hey.
Yeah, what game are we playing again? I've never seen this one before.
This is a new one to me. I haven't sunk hours and hours
What if
into
we
this
came
one.
back and completely like dumb-faced, straight-laced, we pretended like we had never played this game for the entire stream?
I mean, I will say, sometimes when I'm playing a game, I do feel like that a little bit. I look around and I'm like, I have no memory of this place.
Yes,
I will say
that I
though,
do know.
oddly for this game, I feel like I generally have the overall gist of what has been going on, even though we haven't played in like weeks. Like I still have it sort of ingrained in my head. Please don't ask me to give a summary right now.
I was about
No,
to say,
but you're-
do you want to
you're right.
take over the summary this week?
Oh, please, I'd actually love to hear you try to do this.
Actually, I want to hear Jake try to do it. I want to hear Jake
Ooh.
Don't
try and
how
summarize this
little I know. You know what's funny? I feel like a real testament to because I actually agree with you. I do feel like I remember most of the like the big primary important things. And what was really
Yeah.
funny is I texted Kelly earlier today because Kelly's my friend, everyone who doesn't know. And this is the only stream that she always comes back to. Like, she doesn't watch Gaming. She doesn't, she's not on Twitch for other things, but she always watches us do this. And I was like,
That's
why do you
amazing.
do that, Kelly? And she's like, because this damn game.
Mhm.
This is
I know.
crazy. She just texted me. What'd you say, Kelly? She said, hey. Hi, Kelly. Thank you for watching.
Hey, Kelly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I feel like this game is, despite how wacky it is, it does a really good job of being so wacky you remember all the craziness.
It also
think
does a good
that's
job
true.
of giving you information and reinforcing it. Sometimes in the moment it feels like it's going over the top, but I actually think it really helps that it's like, here's the thing, we're gonna remind you of the thing later because you do need to remember this thing down the line and things
It's
get
true.
twisted.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like maybe at least so far I recall the main beats, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm so excited to get back into this game. How
know.
are y'all doing?
I mean,
how's anyone
going?
doing right now? A whole mixed bag.
It's
But-
like
A lot of good, I guess.
I think I feel like it's weird because I felt like we were down in that trough, down in the deep valley, the Marianas Trench of everything.
Oh my
And
God.
then I feel like we're starting to decompress and rise back up out of the depths. A
Okay,
little.
I would love to
It's a little
say,
dark though.
Allison, one of the big things that got me through the whole of last week was I discovered the band Marianas Trench. What? I'm serious, and it's a wild band. I was out hiking with my friend Nate, and they have this song called "The Killing Game." That is it's like the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It's so good. But they're like a punk rock band that does a little bit of country and a little bit of pop and a little bit of other stuff. But the lead singer of it and the main writer of it wrote "Call Me Maybe" for Carly Rae Jepsen.
What?
I actually think I may have known that factoid because I was trying to figure out why that song came to mind, and then you just said
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, it is sorry, The Killing Kind. Kelly just corrected me.
Thank you, Kelly.
No, but it's so good because that song specifically is like a gigantic operatic like rock song that seems like it could be on Broadway or some insanity. His voice is the craziest thing I've ever heard. But then he also reads like silly pop stuff. So Mariana's Trench really was where I was at all week last week.
And it got you through it, I guess. Oh my gosh. So as you can see, we are here on...
Pulled you through.
Yes, it pulled you through. So I'm not derailing, but people have noticed I'm sitting here on the files screen.
Yep.
It has been brought up that we should read the files, and admittedly, once upon a time, months ago, we were like, we'll definitely do that. And then Allison, even the next episode, was like, we should do that. And then we didn't do any of that.
And then we posted them all on YouTube, and all of the comments are like, God damn it, read the file.
So
we're gonna do it.
We're late in the game. The problem I'm having is that there are many files, and I have no idea where to start. Mermaid has one. The taxi driver has one.
Well, of course he does. He's the main character of this saga.
I feel like we need to do the receptionist first. Like, that is the priority.
My bae. Yes!
She is here. She is 36 years old. Her birthday is June 22. She
Hell
likes
yeah.
yellow spotted river turtles, dislikes men that act like ballers but are really scrubs, hobbies, gambling and partying, skills, anti-aging techniques, overview. She is Limna Skate's receptionist. She likes men that are real bros and can vibe with them from the jump. Lately, her shoulders have been stiffening up on her, though.
I love that means Date is a real bro.
Yeah, he's not a scrub.
Date's no scrub.
He acts like a baller and is a real bro. Good for Date.
I want to be very best friends with her. Oh my god.
We already ran away with her. How much more can we be friends?
Let's see what they got for Oda. I can't believe he's fucking 24. Get out of here.
I hate you. I forgot how much I hate you.
Oh, his birthday is our wedding anniversary.
Aw, that's sweet.
Oh, I have to share it. Oh, gross.
With this little turd.
I will say, none of this information is new information for what it's worth. Likes A-Set, dislikes Tessa's enemies, hobbies, net idols and maid cafes, skills, cooking omelet rice, driving, and sock puppeting.
Sock puppeting specifically. I think we just have to go straight through, because I think some of them will provide details that like...
Wait. People are asking for the name check before we continue. I don't know if he has a file. I didn't see if he had a file or not.
It doesn't matter, we're here now, and if he did have a file, Short didn't see it, so.
Okay. It's on you, Jake. The silence.
You're giving him hints, everyone. Stop it.
These are all wrong. I know these are all wrong. I know it's, I want to say Kagami, but I don't remember. Oh, it is Kagami.
It's Kagami.
I had K and Ami.
But the first, that vowel was throwing you.
It was that vowel. For some reason, like Kagami, like it was on it. It was all around the same sound, but it was Kagami. I got it.
You got it. You absolutely got it.
Ooh, can I date the pretty boy now?
Yes, you can. You've achievement unlocked. Well done.
I earned it.
This game made you remember.
Okay.
You remember the dumb shit.
Date, he's 30 years old. He likes classic cars, curry, bonito, pelvises, and Reika. He likes bones.
On
He's got bones. I guess pelvises is standing in for bones, but I think that is missing. It's missing the forest for the trees there, I think. Dislikes soft-boiled eggs, punk kids, and ghosts. Hobbies, collecting vintage magazines. Skills, reaction time increases 3.6 times under certain conditions. And I don't care about the description. All I like are the likes and dislikes. Do I have to read the overview? Does that matter?
I mean, the overview is actually just the it's just plot stuff.
That's
Like,
the thing is
we
it's
already
like
know that.
actually plot relevant, and we know about Date.
Okay, guys, is this thing important? I'll be the one to ask.
No, absolutely not.
But
I
they-
think people
we-
just wanted us to read that Iba likes 10100000111010101.
Someone please translate that. I gotta know. If someone can figure out what that is in binary, I will be so happy. Chat, go! This is
Go chat. By the way, thank you, Reedy Sweetie, for your subscription. That's really exciting. Thank you.
Yay! Happy 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh, a Corey emote would be
Wow, we're
pretty
getting
great.
really into our relationship now. That's really, Reedy Sweetie.
2
Thank
whole
you for coming
months.
back. Wow, this is getting serious. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
Just so you know, Iva's 5 years old.
Aw, Iba.
That's older than I was. Oh no, of course
Baby.
she was 5 because they gave it to him after the instant 5. I get it. Okay.
Oh, it translates to her favorite date.
No, it's
Is what-
Date. It's Date.
Oh, right. Are you kidding me? Translates to Dante. I misread that comment.
Oh my gosh, Allison, that gave me more joy than I'll ever be able to. It translates to her favorite date. You were so
The confident. I know the confidence with which you said that is awe-inspiring.
Oh my god, I'm already crying. Oh my god, that made me laugh so hard.
It is worth noting, happy birthday, Iba. That is, I guess
my
she's
God.
6
Oh my
now.
God,
Oh, it is
Happy
her
birthday.
Or it was yesterday.
God. She's
I'm already
Leo's
crying
age.
too.
Oh, Allison.
Crying. Oh my god. My chest hurts. My eyes are hot.
Your eyes are hot. I just felt all the blood go to my face from everywhere in my body.
Oh no, don't be embarrassed. It was so cute. I swear. It was joyful. It was so much joy.
It was really sweet.
Dante
Oh
is her favorite date. So
You're right.
Oh.
So right.
I will continue to note that Iva's favorite hobby is sneaking outside of Dante's eye socket and making mischief. So that's good to know.
Okay, I get it. They had fun writing
They're
this.
really
Oh,
cute.
this is so happy.
Oh my god. Iris.
Wait, what? Whoa, that was weird. What
What?
was that?
No, they always flip. They do that.
Did I always do that? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They do that.
I looked up right when it happened and I was like, whoa. Okay.
Chris.
Asets isn't as funny. It's just factual, which is unfortunate.
It's very factual.
Very
She likes
factual.
the cult.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can move on through the factual ones.
Hitomi dislikes war, so that's good to know.
And sickness.
And she plays the video game involving shooting down alien invaders, so that's very sweet,
Oh,
Hitomi.
That's a good video game. I like that one.
What does music got going on? She likes Donkatsu ramen, yep, and stew, and unagi, and metal pipes, and Iris.
Yep,
Aw,
she
that's
hates
nice.
how Date holds chopsticks, and her hobbies are breeding Clion?
What?
I don't know what that means.
Reading Clion.
I don't know what that means.
Clion?
I feel like I'm missing the joke.
I don't know what that is. And she enjoys emotionally attacking Date.
Yeah, well, we
that's
knew that.
nice.
Again, just factual, purely factual. Rinju likes unusual things, dislikes ordinary things. Fuck you, Rinju. Get out of
But he
here.
enjoys songwriting, so I like him for
Oh,
that.
he actually did like his work. That's good to know.
Oh, that's good.
Good for him, I guess. Hobbies are work, so... Oh, Rinju. This is a really sad page.
I
know.
don't, yeah, that's.
He's a simple man.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
Shoko's hobbies are winery tours and Scandinavian furniture collections, so that's
God.
great.
And
Fucking
Pilates.
awful. Just being the worst person.
Her skills are lying and cheating.
I've never hated someone more.
I just like
Maybe
her
Even
so
Ota?
much,
I was about to say
honestly.
Ota, though.
I said
She's
maybe
pretty
Ota.
bad though. We did Ota. Mayumi. She dislikes witches. Everything that witch does.
Oh my
Witches.
god, okay.
Discussing a word that rhymes with witch.
So his skill is grasping people's weaknesses, applying pressure, and making them obey.
Oh my god, me too, man. When did you get into it? It's been a hobby for a long time for me.
So boss dislikes happy families, ex-boyfriends, MPD director, and decluttering and organizing, so good for her.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, her skills are also grasping people's weaknesses, applying pressure, and making them obey.
Oh, they share the same skills.
I'm really, look at them.
Okay, wait just a gosh darn moment. Wait just a gosh darn moment. We know these two are affiliated. We know that there's a situation happening here.
They got to be.
That ain't no fucking mistake is all I'm saying.
I think I agree with that.
That's all I'm saying. Are they the same person? Are they, does one of them have to disintegrate themselves to turn into the other one? And so those are the ashes in the vase that she had to melt herself? I saw Lovecraft Country. I saw that scene where they ripped off their skin.
We've never seen them in the same room together.
We have in fact seen them in the same room together. We saw a boss shoot, so.
I know.
No, wait, wasn't he already dead?
No, he was tied up and unconscious, and she shot him.
Well, let's just go back to that whole thing I just said. It's like, that was rewinding, and what a cool coincidence.
It's still suspect, okay?
I'm sorry. Pewter's skill is imitating Vuvuzela's.
What's a Vuvuzela?
Oh god. Have you not heard that noise? That incredible noise?
That they banned from all soccer games.
Yeah, because, oh god. He likes multiples of 16 chairs. He likes chairs.
And
hey, he
Amore.
dislikes conservatives and cyclopses. Pewter's got his act together. He knows what he likes. He knows what he dislikes.
Cats.
He dislikes
His
cats.
hobbies-
Pewter, I take it back. You gotta go. You gotta get.
But magical girls are one of his hobbies. So
What
does
she
that
do
mean?
with the magical girl?
There's no verb there. I don't
It just
understand.
is
It's like
them as a
working with
hobby?
machines. That's a verb. Collecting dojin. That's a verb. Magical
Magical
girls.
girls.
No verb.
girls. He watches Sailor Moon.
I mean,
I don't know.
sure. If that's how you want to interpret it. Oh my
Oh,
god. Okay, all right.
Mama.
We saw a bunch of them. Let's go back to the flow chart.
Wait. I wanted to see Mama's before we
You
moved
left
on.
on Mama's one.
Okay, I'm going back. Here we go. Here we go.
And then we
But
can
then we're
move
gonna
on.
have to do MoMA after Mama. So
No, we don't have to do Mama. I don't
Mama.
care. I just like Mama. She's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. Tending bar, self-information, polishing beneath.
one of her likes is switching, which is very funny.
and the general making them touch.
Has the
Oh my
uncanny
gosh.
ability to detect virginity.
Go off and watching videos. I imagine that she is really into her YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
god,
I
the
love
best.
Mama. Oh, I'm excited to hang out with Mama.
I am too.
I'm excited to hang out with everybody. All right, except for Moma. I don't give two shits
I
about
don't fuck you, Mama. Who are you?
He's Kumakura boss.
Who was
Okay.
Rohan again? Oh, Rohan was the old boss that was the Cyclops killer, right?
Well
Yes.
done. Very well done.
Here I am.
All right. Is it time? Is it time for us to begin the episode?
Yeah, we should give a little recap here.
All right. Well, wait, real quick. For YouTube, this is where we're gonna pick up. In 3, 2, 1, go.
You guys missed all the good action. Ha!
I didn't know that's not how it works, Short. I have to say, hi, welcome to AI the
Start
Somnium
episode.
Files.
You have to start the episode with me telling them what they missed.
Fine, I will. How about I start the episode and then you say that?
Fine. I'll be good this time.
All
You
right.
can do it. I'll be well behaved.
Fair enough. Hello, everyone. Welcome to AI the Somnium Files.
You guys just missed all the good stuff.
Hey, remember that time you asked us to go through the files? Unfortunately, you're gonna miss it because it's only in the VOD.
Just pop on over to Twitch and watch it. You'll see it over there.
Oh, thank you. Well, good shout out.
Oh, good job,
Hey,
Allison. You really
thanks.
saved that.
Yeah. All right, so it's been a while since last we played, so it is time for us to recap what has happened so far and what exactly it is that we're trying to do. Do you
Yes.
want me to do it, or does somebody else want to take the recap this time?
I think this is going to be a collaborative effort. I think you can start, Gina, and I think Short and I are gonna chime in.
Okay,
That's
all right.
how I anticipate
I
this is
love
going to
that
go.
plan.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah, all right. So, We are Kaname Date, and we are investigating the new Cyclops killer, a murderer who is going around town. We've discovered a series of bodies that all have their left eye removed and are usually displayed in some sort of dramatic way. Date is a member of a dream cop division, and his job is to investigate murders and mysteries by diving into Somnium, which are people's dreams, and uncovering information that they might not reveal during a typical interrogation. If that sounds dubiously ethical, that's because it is. We, in past episodes, have explored the leftmost branch of this game. The way the game works is that you make choices and you basically branch off into different outcomes based on your choices, and you can move between those paths. So we've explored the whole left branch. On the right branch, what we did is we didn't save Mizuki. We weren't able to sort of restore her ability to speak after she was traumatized upon finding the body of her mother in an abandoned theme park. Despite our failure, Mizuki was able to regain her voice over time after meeting with her middle school teacher, I guess, Hitomi.
Hitomi.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hitomi seems to have has also had involvement with the previous Cyclops killer a little bit, right? At least from what we can kind of tell. Like, she's involved in this in some way. She's involved with Mizuki's father, Renju, who is currently missing in this branch. He was in a car accident and now he has escaped from the hospital and they don't know where he is.
What I don't think we can currently say is that Hitomi is involved in the Cyclops killing. What we do know is that she has relationships with people that are involved.
Yes,
to your point, specifically Renju. So in this timeline, Renju was interrogated after his ex-wife was killed, and then after leaving the interrogation, he got hit by a car in a big pileup. He was taken to the hospital. But despite major injuries, he fled to the hospital and is now sort of in hiding or something. We're not entirely sure what's going on with him.
Yeah.
What we did find out is that this one's tricky to track because we don't really know the result yet. So while investigating this mystery and also specifically investigating a congressman named Date went to the cold storage facility at the Okiura docks, which used to be owned by Renju's family, but no longer is owned by Renju's family. There he found the corpse of Iris that had been stabbed multiple times and frozen. And So had been in the room with her only moments before. Unfortunately, his eyeball, which is also his recording device, died prior to the scene. And by the time that the police got to the scene, the body was gone. And then more startlingly, when Date went to investigate what had happened to Iris, he discovered that she's actually alive. So we don't know what's going on there. Date's pretty sure that he saw a corpse. And there had been some setup for that corpse too, because he'd seen a vision of it in a Somnium. But we don't really know what's going on there, so I can't go into much more detail.
Yeah, and he's been inquiring about premonition dreams as well.
I forgot about those.
Because he saw Iris killed in the dream first. And then it's just really weird. He went in and saw the corpse. And then, she's still currently alive as far as we know. Or she wasn't dead to begin with. I don't know.
This route is so trippy.
There's a lot going on. And where we're at right now is we have, in order to protect her I don't really know, and also appease her, Kaname Date is now, quote unquote, going on a date with Iris. And the first stop on their date was for him to drag Iris to the boss of the Kumakura crime family, and say,
for
hey,
a favor,
since I brought her here, you have to give me information and a favor. So it's not a great date so far.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it sounds like it's just a ploy for Date to keep an eye on her and keep track of her. But Iris thinks it's still not okay, and Iris thinks it's a date. So
okay, I'd like to say the opposite end of this though. That if someone wanted to woo me with a trip to a mafia boss's office, I'd be like, wow, first date. Oh my gosh.
I will say it's a bold move. You're not wrong. It's a bold move.
I'm serious. I'd be like, okay, we're really shooting our shot tonight, aren't we?
And then the mafia boss knows your catchphrase and all of your songs. Like,
are you kidding? If I showed up and the mafia boss like started singing all of my favorite like songs, was like we showed up and the mafia boss sang "Redacted," Gina,
you'd be like, oh my god, I'm yours.
Oh my god, thank you for bringing me here. Yes.
I think I agree.
That's good to know about both of you. I don't agree. But that's 2 for 3 of the ShortOneGaming crew, so take that as you will, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Give this date a C+ is what I hear.
Okay.
Oh my god, so now we have Iris with us, and we can go either to the Matsushita Diner, the cold storage warehouse where we saw her dead body, the shrine for, I don't know, or to the maid cafe, where she used to work.
Try to, I don't know. I kind of want to start from the bottom and then work our way up.
All right, let's go see Mayumi and be like, it's the witch.
We have
What do
her.
you think?
Starting
We
right
have
in the
her.
diner.
Let's go. Wow, it's been so long.
I
Oh my
know.
God.
I'm really glad to be back in this game, I gotta tell you.
I'm really
Happy.
excited to see Mayumi. Like,
I'm so hungry.
Tessa? Why are you here?
oh, he's here too.
I
Oh,
told
shit,
Date
I
I was
forgot.
hungry, so
Yeah. I mean, it's his
Literally-
house.
Yeah, that's
Literally
true.
on the date, we brought her to see Ota.
That's right. This isn't a working diner anymore. It's just the house. It's
Yeah,
just their house.
it's just their house.
Yeah.
With a
that's
really
right.
cool front parlor.
Yeah.
Okay, I
always
gotta
wanted
say,
to be here.
Malaloba, for choosing a fake kind of glory, that's just so specific and so funny.
I saw that comment and I've been stewing on how to respond to it because I genuinely don't know my emotional reaction to that.
I think we should tell them that that's not our favorite one.
That would be my reaction, is like, remarkable, but also you have poor taste.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel like that one more than anyone from that show. I'm like, what was going on in that?
I don't know. Look, we're on a self-imposed deadline.
Oh my god, but I loved it. I truly loved it.
Oh god.
I'll have my
Okay.
usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
Oh. Ota
I
flew
still-
into the kitchen.
Yeah!
I
Yeah,
still-
you got
I was
it!
right there. I was
You were
right on.
there!
Thank you. Iris watched him go and took a seat. What's up, Allison?
I was just gonna say, I still sing bitches and whores in the shower. Like, I still think that one in my head. I kind of have it memorized.
Well, first
That's my
off,
favorite
that
song.
makes me so happy. There's definitely songs from that show I still love to this day. Like tons of them that I'm still really proud of. Just a fake clan of glory ain't one of them. I got
Yeah. Look, we all have our least favorites, and then there's the least favorites we agree on. Like,
That I feel like that is that the only one we probably agree on?
I
from
think
that
that's
show,
the
Gina?
only one we agree on.
Yeah, because we have like drastically different opinions. Obviously, we have the same ones we have special heart attachment to, but I think we have different ones we really get excited about.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
Mhm.
Okay.
Should we talk to
Yeah.
Iris
Yeah.
or to Oda?
Actually, I'm gonna bug Oda while he's cooking. Where's
Okay.
Renju, Oda?
Yeah.
You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
Okay, where's your mom, Oda?
She's in the living room. I
To
think she's watching
clarify-
TV.
To
How
clarify
about
to
you?
Zexion
What are
the
you doing
first,
here?
the song is Bitches and Whores, and I sing it in the shower.
The song, yeah, technically the song is the ending the ending you craved, but
yeah, it is.
that never
Yeah,
caught
but,
on.
like,
that never
you-
caught on.
We just tried to give it a title that didn't have the word bitch in it, but like me too, I never called it the ending you crave.
No, of course not. I call it bitches and whores too. The problem is that's based off of a dumb meme from old school Persona 4 fandom. So
And we don't even say it in the song.
No,
but
it's
we
not
just-
in the dumb song.
I still think it's such a funny title. I tell people that that's the title of one of our like more famous songs sometimes, and all of them look at me like, "Okay, wait."
Really? And you're like,
Wait a
look,
second.
look,
I'm like, I
look.
promise.
We admit that it was ill-advised.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. We can keep going. I do
Yeah.
like reminiscing about this show.
No,
sometimes,
it makes
though.
me really happy.
It makes me giggle.
Yeah.
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
Oda?
He
What?
means sleeping.
Okay, that's better than what I
yeah.
thought he meant.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
We are
Not Shovelforge.
on a date.
Oh, a date. Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks.
Well, now that makes
I'm
me
fine.
think they might be poisoned.
Yeah,
That's
no, it is
cool.
Ooh, alright.
something about the way you said that suggests that they might be poisoned, Ota.
Well,
Something about the way you said that felt like a threat. Good at cooking, huh?
It does crack me up a little bit, though, that Date is more willing to be interpreted on a date with her than he is willing to be thought of as a person who would play Shovelforge. I don't know, it just makes me smile.
I agree. Yeah, he doesn't come off as a person that plays any video games.
No, absolutely not.
At all.
Although there is something kind of funny about him trying to play, like, Candy Crush on Iba, since he doesn't have a phone, and it's just, like, in his eyeball.
Also, I saw that. I don't know if we've made the joke before, but the fact that he doesn't have a cell phone, but he has an iPhone.
Yeah. My dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure. My treat, Date.
It's totally not poisoned. Okay. Oh no, that's the counter, not Iris. There we go. About Iris's resurrection. Oh yeah, because she's like on board with her coming back from a different
Oh, yeah,
timeline
she
or whatever.
is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
Well,
I decided to. Oh, he just is telling anybody who
what
asks.
the fuck? Why is
What?
he spilling the beans on this?
Also, he just sounds crazy.
A little bit, yeah.
I decided
What?
to tell Oda about Iris's resurrection. Oh my god.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
I mean,
And I'm
What?
okay.
the thing is, I will say, if you play this route first, you're like, this is the dumbest bullshit. The thing is, we have seen her die.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
did in fact jump into a parallel universe where she's still alive.
We've seen both of them die.
Yeah, this is in fact a factual statement. This is what we, the player, have actually sort of done.
Yeah.
Which I will say reframes the scene a bit.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And it's making me concerned.
Yeah, I'm concerned
Omelet
about all of
rice.
it.
Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
Is that a compliment?
Is that a good thing?
You're embarrassing me.
Well,
What was that
Rosa
face?
appears to have taken
You're
it as a compliment.
embarrassing me.
About the parallel world.
Hey, can
Yeah.
you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, it's the same
Rock,
example.
paper, scissors.
Oh,
If
it
we
is.
tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
What is that? What is that?
Don't,
What is
like,
that?
put your-
What's
put
with the
the
what's the
fingers down.
fingers?
Stop
Put those
doing
fingers
that.
down,
Don't make that
Kaiba.
face.
Put those fingies right now. I don't want to see
Stop
those
it.
fingies.
Why exactly is that?
All right, let's do this.
I still
Okay,
have this
let's
sneaky
go.
suspicion she's like his daughter or
1,
something.
2, 3,
So
shoot!
Something. Chat's saying paper.
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 Shoot!
Yeah.
Fuck!
Thanks, chat.
Date, calm down. You're going to pop a blood vessel.
Oh, I lost. Glad I made a promise.
Oh, God.
That was so
What do you want me
funny.
to do?
If it's no trouble,
he's such a piece of
I wanna
shit.
see your.
See what?
Let me see
Dante, can you talk like a person?
I will.
It's time to do the push-ups.
I also want Iva to just explode in his face.
See,
Fuck.
seal. I meant seal.
Seal?
Not the smoothest recovery.
Oh, I get it. You want to see me imitate a seal.
No,
Yep.
Iris, please.
Okay, well, here it goes, I guess. Nom, 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 nom.
Tessa,
I can't breathe.
what are you doing?
This is my favorite scene.
Oh my god, the fact that it went to Oda.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I can't breathe.
I already on this stream have cried like 3 times. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, she committed to it.
That was
We can
though.
play
so
rock,
funny.
paper, scissors, right?
God, that was beautiful.
Oh my
It was the chitters
God.
that got me. The barks
Yeah,
were good, but the chitters.
The chitters, yeah.
You won,
God.
and you made me be a seal for some reason. But in a different timeline, maybe we tied. Or maybe I got a prize from you.
If I had chosen rock or paper.
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Shifted.
Huh. Parallel world, huh?
Yeah, what I was
Wow.
mentioning earlier is, and as Allison recognized, is this is exactly the example that
Who gives this example? I don't remember.
it's
It's from
Alice.
Zero
It's Alice gives
Yes.
it because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
picturing
yeah.
her hands. Alice gives it in VLR, and it's used multiple times. Both the first time to say, "Hey, here's how it works," and then as a flashback to show how it changes. So yeah.
I can't
Yep.
believe it, but
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist.
So this is our very first time hearing about the parallel worlds, and it's happening in such a weird way. So clearly Iris already knows about this.
Yeah,
she-
Maybe.
she has
Although, I mean, it's possible she also is just like us, she might just be genre savvy.
yeah, she might just know. She is interested in the
Yes,
occult.
Because
We did see
she's
that.
interested in the occult and she's interested in video games. So it's possible
Yeah.
that she's just like, oh yeah, I know what a parallel world is.
Mhm.
I guess
The fact
so.
that she's
I
buying
feel
into
like-
a real, actual man being like, I traveled from a different universe, that's what's weird. But
That's what's
She's
weird.
like,
And
yeah.
Tracks.
I don't think this game does that stuff. Like I think in my brain from the beginning of this game, she has known the whole time about this.
about who Date is, or like
no,
the
just
situation.
about like parallel worlds. Like there's clearly a level of this mystery that involves parallel worlds and time bending and stuff like that that we're not getting right now. Like we haven't gotten that side of the mystery. What we got on the left side was much more like the actual facts of what's happening in reality of the
It's
mystery.
very sequential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
it was
I
very
think
sequential.
short. I actually like. I think that's totally valid. But I wouldn't necessarily jump to. We haven't found it, therefore Iris must know it. I think we need more information.
Or like chat suggested, maybe she's played the Xeriscape games. 'cause
Yeah,
she's
I mean,
a
there's a
player.
poster for them in Akihabara, so it's possible.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know about the Mandela Effect? Or the Booba Kiki Effect? Or the 100 million balls? If I explained that, would you believe me?
Tell me about them
Sounds
all.
really
I want to
interesting,
know about
Tessa.
the 100 million balls.
I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
I've heard people talking about it.
This is it. The most Zero Escape scene in the entire game. Tell me about the 100 million
This world
balls.
is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
no, what?
That humans exist at all.
Because to me, the most quintessential Zero Escape thing is not jumping timelines, it's not mind hacking, it's not any of that shit. It's people suddenly interrupting a totally normal scene to tell you about a theory or a scientific fact that they find interesting in great detail.
You're very
Very
right.
good.
They do it so often in that game.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things
so
were
good.
even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
100 million balls,
Go buy
though?
100 million
Imagine a
balls.
box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the 1?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the 1.
Exactly. The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
All right, tell me about Booba Kiki.
Yeah.
I
Dante,
didn't
look
know
at
the
this
one,
picture.
100 million ball principle or
What-
theory or whatever. What'd they call it? I
The
just
100
didn't
million
know that.
balls. Yeah.
I've never heard it phrased like that. Obviously, I know it, but I've never thought about it in that sense of like, oh, the absolute miracle of humanity is just because there's infinite amounts of tries to make it happen.
No,
Mhm.
absolutely.
That's
And I
really
think they
fascinating.
I think they framed it earlier. They presented the same idea earlier, which is they were talking about rock paper scissors again, and they were saying like, if you were to enter a rock paper scissors competition, what are the chances that you would get to the finals if there were like 3 rounds? And it's like, I mean, they're pretty low because like, what are the chances that you win each of those rock paper scissors matches? And they're like, cool. What if there were 1,000,000 rounds? What are the chances that you get to the finals? And Date was like, pretty much none. But the thing is, somebody has to get to the finals. Like somebody
Yeah,
has to
you're
win
right.
it, which means they have to win every single time 1,000,000 times.
Right.
But
right.
somebody's got to do it. So yeah.
Mhm.
That's
means
wild to think
can
about.
happen.
Someone has to win 100 million times in a row.
Mhm.
But
Oh
somebody
my
has to.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I know I've even read that, but I'm really like taking that in right now. That would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What a
Yeah.
That's a fascinating theory. Okay, cool.
It's really
And that's-
neat. Yeah.
I mean, and and that applies to basically how life even happened to begin with,
Mhm.
essentially. Yeah. And yeah, ugh, that's crazy.
Iris pulled up a picture on her phone.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki? Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer. The rounder
Oh,
one
I
is
know
Booba,
this one.
and the jagged one is Kiki. Isn't that
Mhm.
weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
I've heard this theory before. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's
Booba
the
and
sounds
Kiki.
of the words, right?
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
Booba is round and Kiki is sharp.
It's sharp.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me
Wow.
about. No, there's more about Booba and
More
Kiki.
Booba Kiki.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea, or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
Jung
now
said
we're getting
about
into it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
now we're
What
just
does
in
it
a
like
zero escape
bamboo?
game.
Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated, but underground, they're all connected.
You fucking knew it was gonna happen. We could only get
Yeah.
so far
Waiting.
in this game.
I know, I
We got
know.
through
Until
the
his
entire left side without it happening, Gina.
It's
I know.
Yeah.
But here we
That's
are.
a really, really long way to go without it happening.
And I don't mean anything from like the actual game has happened. I'm just saying we eventually were saving up for a whole bunch of like knowledge dumps, and here it is, the ultra knowledge dump. the king of all knowledge dumps.
so much.
Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level. That's...
The parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots,
You get to another bamboo stalk.
yeah, something like that.
Okay, the Mandela Effect.
Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Well, yeah, the former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela Effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies.
It's Bernstein Bears.
I was gonna say it's the
Yeah.
Berenstain Bears
Yep.
effect.
You mean the Berenstain Bears?
Yep,
Bears.
yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one still blows my mind.
Yeah,
Like, that one still freaks me
everyone.
out.
Yeah,
like,
I
a
agree
lot.
with you on that. I can
Yeah.
picture the E though is the problem. I can
too.
see it with my eyes, my mind eyes.
Also, just Berenstain Bears, like it's not right.
Nope.
Like,
And like it was always read to me as like Berenstain Bears too, and I read it in my head
Yeah.
like that, and I don't. It's weird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I
There
agree.
are lots of examples.
I was
The
gonna
name
say
of this
that.
kid's
Sorry,
book
sorry,
with
sorry.
The bears
Oh,
having
yeah.
different spellings.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, there you go. There it is.
yeah.
That in the Xeriscape games, I feel like they spaced out all of this information.
Yeah,
but
it
maybe
happens like in that one freezer that one time, or
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Funyarnpa, or that
Yeah,
other
right.
time.
Yes. But now it's just all here. Yeah, okay, I'm so glad Iris mentioned it.
Yeah.
Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car, but in
Oh,
our
yeah.
world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
It wasn't?
Nope.
What?
Are you talking
It's
about
all
Pikachu?
yellow.
Yeah.
It's all
No, it's not. It's brown at the base. This is actually
Brown at
not
the
correct. It's brown at the base, yellow at the tip.
Yeah. I don't know why
You're right.
people.
But a lot of
It is
people
brown
do
at the
color in they color in the lightning bolt brown or black, instead
yeah,
of just
isn't
the
it
base.
brown?
Well,
And
not
at the-
not
oh,
the
no,
lightning bolt. It's just like a little piece of the
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah,
A little bit at the bottom. and
exactly.
yeah,
But then the
rest
actual
of it-
lightning bolt is yellow.
Yes.
But a lot of people, if you ask them to draw Pikachu, will draw the whole lightning bolt as either brown or black.
Oh wow, I've never seen that.
Yep.
And the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela Effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Because those
Brains-
memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it.
Or our brains are always trying to fill in information.
We got more. We got 3 more theories. Let's go
Oh,
with the
yes,
two
let's go.
sisters.
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room. And her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it, but she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it. And she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah, what B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
Weird. Or like, I don't know. Or maybe you do that thing where time passed so like you don't notice the passage of time. Like if you're, I'm thinking of the actual real world explanation for a situation like that, where like you're doing a task, and then you get so engrossed in that task, you don't track time anymore, and it feels like no time has happened.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean that's possible. Although her sister would remember being told to turn the TV down.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
That's a weird one. I haven't heard that example before.
Yeah, that's a really strange. I'm just processing it.
Yeah.
I'll go with the spatial temporal man.
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before. And most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them,
Okay,
this world is not for you.
Okay,
or
all right,
something.
wait a second.
I was
we
about-
said some cool theories,
No,
and
I
then
was
in the middle of like the real theories, they're like, the spatial tempora, man, will bring you back to life. And
Well,
that's...
I was about to bring up all of like Iris's like examples were actual theories. They're actual, you know, I mean they're cool like talking pieces, but
Yeah,
they're
like
at least
plot
based on
pieces.
something. All of Ota's are very clearly like kind of urban legendy. And I think that's why they're divided out, that Ota gets all the urban legend ones and Iris gets all of the more like grounded ones, which I think is kind of an interesting characterization piece.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet him someday.
Cause like, yeah, obviously Ota's are a little different.
Yeah.
How about the lost friend?
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
What?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but... A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened. So
What the
A
fuck?
asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next
Yeah?
day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class. A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
What's with the
That's what
eyeball
I
popping
think.
though?
Mm.
That seemed unnecessary to the point of the story.
Little bit,
We
little
love
bit.
eyes in this game. We love them.
I do think, to my earlier point, like what the scene is trying to articulate is that like to this, like Oda sees this whole topic as just like a funny, like cool thing, like, oh, I've heard stories online about that, yeah. Whereas Iris is like, no, this is a real thing that I think is actually happening.
Okay, yeah, but I also want to take like maybe every time one of these people loses an eye, they're
They-
popping over to some parallel world.
I mean, that's in that, you know.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
And
that's why
maybe-
everyone's trying to take these eyes.
Maybe I.
Couldn't
Yeah.
Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about remembering Suzuki.
It is weird, and there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as
Unless
a
you had
dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
I had a friend who
Ota
could
is
take their eye
correct.
out.
Really?
Dislocated eyes are
Really?
easy to replace
Yeah.
in their sockets.
I
What?
know-
No.
I'm serious. So he was an instructor at camp at Interlochen, Gina, and he could actually take his eye out and like put it places. And do
Why
stuff
would
like
he do that though? Why would any? Why?
I mean, I'm just saying he could. is
Like
all.
hold it in your hand, kind of take it out.
Yeah.
Could he see through? Could he like turn it and look
No.
behind himself?
No, he could not do that. No.
Was it a glass eye? Was it real?
No, it was just a glass eye.
Okay,
Oh,
it was a
it was a
glass
glass
eye.
eye.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he couldn't see or anything, but he could still like take out his eye.
Okay, but that's different. It's not still on the stalk. It's like
Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lead you astray. I just, like, he would like
I
try to
thought we
pull
were
pranks and
attached.
shit.
okay, that makes a lot more. That's fair. That's okay.
Way more sense.
Sorry, I clearly didn't tell that story right.
Well, there's a picture of an attached eye on screen.
No, I
So-
get it. I now understand where I went wrong. I don't know. I was just thinking about Rick, and I was like, yeah, Rick could do that.
God.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna continue.
As long as none of the nerves or blood vessels were damaged, there are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but
Okay, I'm gonna. What about the others in that?
Yeah.
so this elementary school kid, let's call him C. He goes to school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they
The
get to the
fuck?
classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made two parallel worlds fuse.
Huh.
Yeah, maybe.
Anything else?
I know a ton of stories like this. Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future. And there's a missing persons report out for you. You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds scary.
There's
That
more,
would be
too.
horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be
Can you
so
imagine,
This
like-
town where everyone is Japanese.
Sorry.
No, I was just say, like, can you imagine, like, suddenly, like, I don't know, waking up one day or, like, jolting into a moment where, like, you look around and you recognize nothing, or, like, even just the little thing of, like, looking up your phone and, like, looking through the names and being like, wait, none of these names are people I know. Like,
Yeah.
something small like that is just feels so, like, horrifying and, like, creepy and sinister to me. Like,
Mhm.
No, you're right.
ugh.
Absolutely.
My first thought wouldn't be parallel universe, but I would go to some crazy things of like, what the hell is happening right now?
Mhm,
Like,
Mhm.
Or like,
Or what
yeah,
the hell
I mean,
has happened too. I think
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
scarier thought. Is clearly I'm missing something.
yeah, like Toto just said, like memory loss. Like if like I don't know, like if something happened in a part of your brain, like you're looking at your phone and like everything else in your phone looks fine, but your contacts are like they look like different people entirely.
yeah.
Like yeah, whether they are actually different people or whether you're looking at it and you don't remember any of those names. Like those are both terrible to me. That sounds awful. Oh god. Anyway, I'm gonna think about that for the rest of the night.
Yay! You're welcome.
But they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know. But the language is different.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
I mean, I also feel like that's potentially a sign of a language processing disorder
Yeah.
or something.
Mhm.
That would be my first thought. Yeah. Especially yeah.
The trouble I'm having with all of these is like they can't actually be explained by actual,
Yeah,
I
and the
feel like-
fact that Iris is like, oh, it's a parallel world, definitely, 100%. You're like, Iris, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
He's 18 though, so
Yep.
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. Oh, hey. I know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating. If you want, we could talk about those.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
Just a thing
Done.
to know. At some point, you could chat with Oda about some
Yep.
cults.
It's just setting up that they have that info.
yep.
Oda brought the dish over.
Go on.
He laid out an omelet rice right in front of me and Iris. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge smile on her face.
Bon appetit!
She picked up a spoonful. No, actually, she tried to pick up a spoonful.
Uh-oh. Hmm? What just
Tessa,
happened?
are you okay?
Is her mom's arm the right arm that's dead?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Just
Good call. Good call. Good.
keeping it all in
detail.
order now.
I'm
Mhm.
fine. My hands
Oh, we
slipped.
went great there. Yeah.
Let's eat.
Nope.
Mm-mm. Don't like that. No. Mm-mm.
So we now see a parallel between her and her mom, and I'm actually not gonna let go the parallel between boss and so. I refuse to let that go. So
I feel like that is something. I mean,
absolutely.
there's also the dad bomb was dropped at the end of the left route, like
yeah, that's something.
and dodging. So that's a thing. Maybe.
I know. There's a thing there. Okay, Iris and I ate the omelet rice in near silence.
I'm concerned. I'm really concerned.
There was no conversation. Just the sounds of a spoon hitting the plate. The diner echoed with it. And before long,
Thanks for the food.
Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was actually really good.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
He's behaving.
Yeah, he actually was nice. Okay,
I
Oda.
paid for the food and stood to go.
Let's get going, Iris.
Thanks again.
I do find it funny that Ota's like, I do need you to pay me though. I know this isn't a restaurant, but I do that. That'll be $17.99. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just
Come
into
back
his
soon.
house. He just made us some food in his house.
Yeah.
If you look at it that way.
I mean, we did stop by uninvited, so.
True.
Okay, where to next?
You can't click on them anymore, can you? No.
No.
Okay. Okay. We said bottom and work our way up. So
Yeah, sure. Cold storage it is. Hey,
Good shit.
Iris, here's where we found your corpse.
Yeah, right. As I nervously scratch my head. Oh, God.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
But I'm here now. Maybe
This
I'm
Iris
a
is.
ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
Oh, what?
I
No!
tried to picture Iris's breast swinging down there like that. And then I decided not to. All right, thanks.
Didn't you say that you saved me in your dream?
Oh my God.
What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We
Can
find
I say-
clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious.
Yes.
I feel like he's dropping lots of information in this route too. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's maybe I don't know, maybe I'm reading it wrong, but I felt like in the left route he was being very like, I don't know, he was holding things a lot closer to his chest. Maybe that's because there were more active murders happening and
Well,
it was more like straightforward like detective work. And
I think
mean,
it's
he's still
two
kind of
things. One,
dumbass.
people died early, but two, Iris was a suspect.
True.
By this point, by like way before this point, Iris was already a suspect.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because she was a
Yeah.
suspect when we found Rinju. And then
Mhm.
and then by now we would have already gone into her Somnium and seen what we saw in her Somnium. So,
True.
yeah.
Okay. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just felt like he's just being cavalier with information, but maybe it's just because everyone's relationships are different in this one.
Yeah, I
So.
think you're right. I definitely think you're right, but I also do think that the situation is pretty different because last time the only person he would have had to be cavalier with information about is Mizuki.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. Okay, sorry.
That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the sync machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how
He
it
doesn't know.
works.
Well, I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
Wow, this really is the information dump.
So my corpse
Yeah,
was on
right?
here?
Yeah.
It's the workbench.
Okay, I'll talk with her. Here we go.
Yeah, talk with
What do
her.
you know about BBB?
Sure.
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right? Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's
Sure.
almost it. Yeah.
Kinda.
The
I
blood-brain
guess.
barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain. It is a kind of shield that protects the brain. To get through, An object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
What do you know
So
about
your brain-
nanotechnology?
Nanotech?
Constantly
Yeah.
absorbing bad shit.
Mm.
Technology related to really small things, like really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr.
Or bark, bark, bark.
Chitter, chitter, chitter.
Iris is
But anyway,
so
nanotechnology costs tons of money.
Yeah, she's very odd. I'm not gonna lie.
weird.
Oh god.
Only a few people could even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters. The
Thanks,
sync
Iva.
machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers. So sync nanomachines are far smaller than that. This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
Do you know about the Wadjet system?
Ooh.
Jet. We've talked about that, haven't we?
We've
We
talked.
have.
She's talked about Wadjet, the
Yes.
Yes.
I
yes.
guess not.
And like watch. Oh yeah, because we went into it because it has to do with like with eyes, right? No wait, hold on. I gotta look it up again.
I mean, she might go into it now.
That's fair.
No, I know what it is.
But she's not talking about Wadjet right now. She's actually talking about the Wadjet project.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system,
If
we can
She's
extract
like
the data of
breaking
the human
between the
psyche.
two realities right now. Or between multiple realities. Like she's somewhere in the middle of all of them.
I mean, it is possible that she could be the Sigma in this.
Well, that's kind of what
or
I'm
like that.
thinking
What's her
because-
name? What was is it Mary? What was Carlos's sister's name?
I think that was Mary.
Maria. It's Maria.
Maria.
Yeah.
Maria.
Who was like shifting so
Basically-
hard that she was in every timeline effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was shifting endlessly,
Mhm.
basically. I kind of feel like that's sort of where she's at. I don't know. Or this is an iris that has moved multiple times, like shifted multiple times. I don't know. There's no evidence that we have so far that like shifting through timelines is a thing in this game yet.
Yeah.
Like
I was
it's
about
blowing my-
about to bring exactly that up. It's
Yeah.
like all of our theories are based off of our knowledge of Zero Escape and
Yeah,
not of
like-
this game.
I mean, unless this is something more to do with like collective unconsciousness, where like she's actually drawn. I mean, which is more morphogenic fieldsy, which is like drawing information from, the collective unconsciousness, and this iris has done that, so she knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
Which is maybe why she said like I'm gonna die soon, because she's already pulled that information, didn't know what timeline she was in, and now she's alive. That still doesn't explain like seeing like stabbed and frozen iris and then having a living iris with us right now. I don't know.
Well, let's hear what she says about Wadjet first. Yeah.
She's getting weird.
This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
Reverie syndrome
Okay,
was
you
what
have the
Maria
basics
had.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain how
you.
syncing works.
Cross-guarded.
Syncers like me equip the sync gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nano cables, and on the tip of each of these cables is a special nano machine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say, go away, and push them back?
Well, yeah. Kind of. But for the sink to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have to open a hole. Skulls already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes.
What?
Then go to the back of your eye socket. Then through
wild.
the optic canal to the sea.
The
What?
sea?
You're just
What?
doing that to random people?
Oh, what?
I think the sinker does that.
Oh.
I believe. We're about to find out, but I think the sinker does that. But regardless, it's not like it's going through the eyeball, it goes around it, as you can see in the...
It just goes through because, I mean, when you think about it, your eye is... your eye socket is an opening to the inside of your brain.
Yeah!
Like, there isn't a lot, apart from your eyeball and your eyelids and, like, everything fitting in there really snugly, you can just kind of wiggle around there and get up into your brain. Like,
yeah, your
it's-
nose too.
Yeah, like, that's really weird.
It's weird. I agree.
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only a chunk of protein.
Oh, fine. All right, Emma.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync process. They slide into the brain like roots of a tree, and on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system, and that's how the syncer and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Well, don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the human body can only hold one person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
How many irises are in
Because
this
of
brain?
this, the
How many
syncer's data
irises are
goes
in this
inside the
brain?
subject's brain. And the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories. Like a house with no one inside. We syncers break into the house, look for clues, and leave. All within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the syncer would be trapped inside the subject's house.
I do like that they're actually
Thank you
explaining
for
this
explaining
though.
it.
Yeah, it's about time, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because of the nature of this game, like, again, if you go this route first, you get this pretty early, but if you go this
Yeah.
route second, you're like, oh, that's how it works. Cool. It's not just
Finally,
hand
we
waving.
understand the system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
Just
I mean,
don't tell
same.
anyone. This is extremely confidential.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this.
Hmm?
Who did you sync with yesterday?
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sajima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Hey, Date, you saw my corpse here, right?
I did. I'm sure.
And in
Sorry.
So's dream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah,
And then somehow, I resurrected.
yeah.
Date, that means you're...
Right, because we... Whoa, because we
Date,
went
is the cold too
into...
much for Iris?
After we came out of So Sajima's Somnium after saving her, that was when we found her alive.
Yeah, that's correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah,
only
I thought-
after that we got the news from the cops that the body wasn't there.
Yes. I feel like that's important to mention
Yes.
again. Yeah.
That seems super.
Yeah,
important.
that's really weird.
Oh, there's like 2 strands we're clearly missing that connects all this shit.
I know. I feel like there's like little teeny pieces of information, and as soon as we slot them in, it's gonna go and then like we're gonna understand.
Yep.
But we're
Yeah,
so not
Phase
there yet.
2.
Yup.
Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Roger that.
I'm so
Can
excited.
confirm. Okay. Kumi Shrine.
Fine.
Sorry. I had to.
No, I'm glad you're enjoying this as someone who's already played this game before.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
wildly
glad
so. I'm having a
Our pain
blast.
is-
Are you kidding? This game is so much fun the second time. I can't even tell you.
What's going on? But it's great. Oh
You
fuck.
okay?
It's okay. I just, missed a step there.
She's falling
She
apart.
shouldn't be alive. It's like she was supposed to be dead, and this Iris should not be alive anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's weird.
She's caught in the middle of something. She's not a shrine. It looks rather solemn.
Okay, your thoughts?
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Someone?
ago? I used to call him Uncle. Uncle! There it is!
No, we know who this is.
Oh yeah, it's the guy.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Hot Murder Man.
He was a
You're right.
thoughtful, reliable man. I
Murder
thought of him as a
Gotcha.
father.
It's hot, murder man.
Thank you for the Hot Murder Man theme song. I approve.
I just
One
felt
day,
inspired.
he just disappeared.
She's talking about.
Hitomi's lover.
Yeah.
About this
Okay.
uncle.
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful. I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle. I've been looking for him for 6 years, but I didn't find him anywhere. I didn't know where else to look. So instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think
Well,
if
I
you
mean, he's
became
a
famous, he'd
prison
contact
now.
you?
Yeah, but
Well,
she-
actually, he's on the loose. We can't forget that.
yeah,
too.
he's
Oh, yeah,
loose now.
He's out right now.
We forgot that in our recap that yeah he broke out of our interrogation
that was
by
an
kidnapping
incredible-
Pewter. Yeah.
Yep.
That was an incredibly poorly handled day.
He's
Sure
also
did.
he's with Rinju. We know that too.
Yes. He and Renju are in cahoots. Yep.
Yeah,
So that is why she became an idol.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it too.
So why do you use the name Aset? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset. He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
But why?
About
But
Rinju.
why?
Mr. Akira isn't here. I mean, of course he isn't. It's not like we came here right away.
He's already taken off.
Too bad.
It looks like there are no further clues here. It appears we've wasted our time.
The way she said that was also weird. I'm suspicious of everything.
Everything.
Every single thing. Yeah. About this shrine? Or what are you looking at?
It's
both
called
good.
Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or sometimes Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto. There are legends about this place written in the old text. It's a shrine dedicated to the gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikume Iribiko sent one of his followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious magical fruit. A fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku. It's said that eating it will grant you immortality. After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit. But by the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died. Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot. It is said that that fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Really? The fruit of immortality.
Yes.
Oh, no.
He's like, it's time. Immortality, huh?
Yeah.
Not interested?
No, not really.
Oh.
I'd rather have normality than immortality.
Okay.
What are you looking at? Yeah.
A flower over there.
Flower?
You can't see it from here, can you? I know it's there because I've been to this shrine before.
Can we see it?
Nope.
Can we look that far? No.
No.
Okay.
Damn.
What's she looking at?
I'm curious about the flower Iris is looking at.
Oh, but we can't. Can you turn the other way anymore or no? Oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh, maybe I can find it. Yeah. Is it this?
Oh, over there.
Eh.
Yeah.
Eh.
Perfect. Any clues? Anything?
An iris. More specifically, a
Ah.
winter iris.
For winter
This
irises,
is the same
yeah.
flower that was on display at Iris's house.
Okay, then an iris.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you know? It's the same kind that's at my house.
Yep.
I told you about what it means, right?
Good news and hope.
Iris is also a part of the eye, and the Greek goddess of rainbows. She delivered messages from the gods. That's why the flower means good news and hope.
Huh.
didn't
Things
know
that make
that.
you go, huh?
Things that make you go,
We have no time to waste. We should get moving.
Got it.
okay. Sunfish pocket?
Sunfish pocket.
Let's go.
Yeah. The last one, which I'm guessing is something's gonna trigger from this afterwards. I hope.
We will see.
What if it just doesn't?
Yeah, it's just like, and then they went home. The next day.
I see a familiar face. It was Mizuki. Hey, Mizuki. Oh my god, we haven't seen you at all. I
Not
wasn't
at
expecting
all.
to see
She's
you.
had
A little bit.
her mother died and her father got hit by a car and is on the run, and Date is like, I'm gonna hang out with this teen instead.
No. God damn it. Terrible father
Wow.
figure.
This is surprising. What's going
He's
on
really good
here?
in one timeline.
Yeah, right.
Why are you two together?
Mizuki, you have every right to take that tone with us
Yeah.
right now.
Forget it. Thanks for letting me stay last night. Oh, no trouble at all. You can even live with me if you want. That's a great idea.
Date,
The
I'm
roommate
moving
I have
out.
right now really sucks.
Boo!
We do suck in this timeline.
little bit. She does have a platinum trident, which
She does have the trident,
It-
right?
you know.
Looks mighty with it.
yeah. How you doing? About the Okiura
The
Fishery
mermaid is
Warehouse.
here.
Why
Yeah.
are you asking me about that?
I was just curious.
That company was made by my
Yep.
grandpa, but Daddy has nothing to do with it. I don't know anything about the warehouse.
Okay.
Last time she gave us the long story about how her grandpa was a dolphin.
Yeah.
Or
Raised by dolphins. Yes, maybe
And,
she'll give it
yeah.
again.
I thought I told you this already. Don't ask me the same questions over and over.
Date, look.
Oh?
Okay.
Oh.
Lying?
Possibly.
Hmm.
She may just be excited or upset.
Huh.
That's
okay.
new. What are you doing
That's-
here?
That is new.
What are you gonna do? Scold me or something? Why do
Girl.
you care what I do?
Why are you so angry?
Girl, you're 12.
I'm not angry. In fact, I'm feeling good.
Excuse me.
Hi, mermaid.
Yes.
The mermaid took me to the corner of the store.
Mizuki was crying earlier.
Crying?
Yes, we were trying to cheer her up. What happened to her mom was, and we thought she was having a hard time. She must have come here looking for company. That's probably why she stayed with Iris last night. She didn't want to be alone.
Because her roommate's an asshole and isn't there.
Shoko's body
Yeah.
is still under the jurisdiction of the police. There has not been a ceremony, nor has the body been cremated. The culprit has not been caught, and we cannot locate Renju. And on top of that, her roommate has abandoned her.
I did not abandon her.
In any
Yeah,
case,
you did.
There are
Splatty
many
one is
ways
right. This
you could
mermaid is
calm
telling us to-
Mizuki down.
This mermaid is telling us to be a better parent figure.
Yeah, that is exactly what's happening. She's like, this child came to a maid cafe for comfort through her mourning. Like, please take care
Do
of her.
better.
Do better.
Mizuki is just trying to act strong. Please, try to understand.
All right, mermaid.
Go on.
Thank
We
you,
will.
mermaid.
About
That's
Renju.
awesome.
I'm gonna ask you about your father.
The police asked me a bunch of questions, but I don't know where he is.
What is her soda? It looks like a float. Oh, it's a cream soda.
Mizuki ordered a cream soda.
Oh.
I remember when she called me childish for ordering cream sodas. I love cream soda.
Yeah,
like
it is
a
pretty
good
good. Hey, mermaid,
actual
what's up?
Classic cream soda.
X-ray? Oh, we gotta
X-ray?
look at her bones.
Do it. Look at her bones.
Hot.
What the?
Those
Yeah,
are
that
some
gets me
nice
going.
Oh,
All right.
my God.
What are you liking, men?
Well,
This is an appropriate conversation to be having with these two people around.
Exactly.
Triple
Ah.
word sea devil or an Anacanthus barbatus.
She's always
That's
in
a
character.
mouthful.
Oh my God.
That's it. No further explanation. Was Renju here?
I've heard that Renju was sighted here.
When do you mean?
When? I got the info a few minutes ago, but I don't know when he was seen.
Oh.
Ringing any bells?
Well, he hasn't come by today, but yesterday.
Yesterday? But I was here yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Before we move on, I just want you to know
It
that
was after
Anacanthus.
that.
Sorry, it went on by its own. Yes?
Oh, that's fine. Anacanthus barbatus is a fish called a bearded leather jacket.
Oh.
It's a file fish. It's like a pipe fish. It's very long and skinny. It looks so dumb. It's
Get
very
that leather jacket, mermaid. You go.
After you and Ota left.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
You didn't ask. And I don't have any way to contact you.
Damn it.
We just missed him.
God damn it.
What was he doing here?
We could look at her bones again.
We could.
He was looking for Iris. He was asking everyone where she was.
Looking for me?
Yeah.
Did he give a reason?
Huh.
No, not in particular.
Iris, can you think of why he would be looking for you?
Oh, okay.
No, not at all.
Mizuki?
I don't know either.
But that would have been after Iris disappeared.
Yeah, and in the other timeline, Iris, we know, was confirmed driving off with his body, right? Or transporting his body?
Yeah.
In these
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And was spending time with him, I think, before, like when he was alive, too. Like beforehand. Right? Or are we not
think
sure
so.
about that?
I don't remember.
I
Yeah.
don't remember either.
Anything else you can tell me about Renju?
Yeah.
Anything else? Well, he did seem really sick. He was pale and sweating a lot.
Must have been because of the accident.
Perhaps.
So that was not long after he fled from the,
From the hospital.
Exactly, yep.
Yeah.
Mizuki comes here a lot. She's really friendly with everyone.
I like it here. Everyone treats me nice.
Is it because you're the daughter of the owner?
No, it's not like that.
We're BFFs.
She wields extraordinary power with that trident.
The
does.
family is
She is
really
mighty.
something else.
Okay, wait a sec. Here
X-ray
we go.
again.
Well,
Oh.
no, I'm gonna talk with Iris. I don't need to see your bones again, Allison.
I just wanted to see if something different happened.
I'll
That's
do
all.
it for you. If you want to see your bones again, I will X-ray her. But first, I'm gonna talk with Iris.
The option was still there.
Iris, I still need to know.
Yeah.
What were you doing Sunday at 2 a.m.?
You haven't fulfilled your promise.
This is the date.
Stop
I
it.
fulfilled my promise.
Stop it, Iris.
I told you.
Yeah, I would
no
be like,
info until the
absolutely
date is
not.
complete.
We're talking about you dying.
Yeah, like this is pretty serious.
Yeah.
Don't you get it? This date isn't over yet.
Okay.
Why
Not
did
Renju.
we
He's
walk
like, did
out of
I hear
here?
dates?
Yeah,
Sister Okira
I was
helped
about
me
to
when I
say.
was just starting out.
I'm really surprised Mizuki was like, what? Not like, what?
Yeah.
Date? No, I can't deal with that.
You know how my mom is single? He really supported her. He even changed my diaper when I was a little baby. I got hired by Lemniscate all because of him. Iris used to
He's your
stream all
baby
her
daddy.
own content,
No.
like singing
That's
and
wrong.
dancing
He's your
and
dad.
singing and stuff. But before we knew it, she went viral.
Right, I heard about that. That's how she started getting offers, right? But because Iris's mom knows Renju, she decided to go with Lemniscate.
But there's more to it than that. There are other reasons. Daddy was totally taken in by her talent.
Her talent?
Dancing, really. Her dancing is what got her into Lemniscate. He knew ever since she was young that she would be talented. He didn't want any other agencies to have her.
I didn't know
Thanks for
that.
calling me out, Candy Cake, for saying the wrong phrase. Even though I corrected
Daddy's
myself.
not allergic to compliments.
This is kind of embarrassing. I didn't know he thought of me that way.
There's something weird about all this.
This is weird.
There's so much weird about all
More
this.
than
And
sleeping
Mizuki
and
telling
eating.
us Mizuki, his real child that he neglected and gave away because he was just like, nah.
Yeah, but he put all of his effort into supporting Iris. Yeah, you're not wrong.
I still think Iris is also his daughter. Like, I still think that.
There's just something happening with that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe about the same as eating. Anyway, I've always loved moving my body, ever since I was a little girl. And you're fast, too.
Sorry.
Yeah, I did a lot of track meets.
Were you always the anchor?
That's amazing.
She's
I
speedy.
told you that Iris is the goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology, right? She was the messenger of the gods. She had to be really fast.
Rainbows being so fast to disappear was the source of the legend.
You're as fast as your namesake then.
You want to race?
Sure. Let me get the chance.
She's
Alright.
so interesting.
Yeah.
Could you show me a dance? Show me a dance, Iris.
Right
Oh, I
here?
thought you were starting to vibe there a little
I
bit.
want to see too.
Me too.
I would also like to see that.
I don't know. Come on, just show us. But
All right, I'll go set up.
Oh God. What?
wait,
Wait. She's just gonna perform?
Yeah!
I don't want to put her up to this if she didn't want to.
She loves dancing. It's fine.
That's true. She does love dancing, but.
jeez. Fine if you insist.
Yay! Iris, we're ready.
Oh boy, we got a
Alright,
show.
world, get ready. See my dance. Invincible
Do you say-
rainbow arrow.
Oh my God.
Hit it.
She's so cute.
This is so funny.
Oh God.
Yes. We're getting a whole cutscene.
It's her move.
It's the song that got interrupted during her live stream.
Yeah, you're right. It is. That's the dance she was doing. Can you imagine if you're at this maid cafe? Oh, here.
No
oh boy.
way. Oh my god, we all know I have to do a video of me learning this exact
Yes,
dance.
the dance! Yes!
I have to do this
do.
full out.
Yes. Maybe ASAP will retweet it.
Oh my god.
That would be amazing.
She's really not a very good singer.
Nope. She's
The
a
marble.
dancer.
Well, oh, she's a dancer.
Oh no. Oh
This
no.
is a full choreographed thing.
I know she wrote it. She wrote it and choreographed it, and I love her for it.
So cute.
Look at her go.
I mean, look, she's dropped in.
Oh my God.
Okay, she's belting.
Yeah, it's like
She's going for
she
it.
showed up. Leave her be.
I'm digging the dance though.
Oh my god.
I think she's adorable. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But see, whenever I do that, everyone's like, sit down, jackass.
Song. Mr. Okira wrote the music, and I wrote the lyrics.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. I had a good time.
Oh, Chad's
Mostly-
also Pat's mentioning don't look it up on YouTube right now.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
there
bad
are
idea.
spoilers.
Don't do that. Don't look up this dance.
Okay.
Okay.
But I will say a punch to the forehead might kick like a warhead, you're down on the floor dead. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's good.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh, it's amazing.
I may have listened to the full song many times. It's fine. Leave me be.
So it holds a special place in my heart.
That's right. I forgot he wrote music.
Yeah, he's really talented. I look up to him. He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone
Oh, that's
else.
why his thing said he likes songwriting.
Yeah, seems like he actually genuinely likes writing music.
Okay, that's cool. That's nice. I like how Mizuki occasionally just like taps the trident on the ground a little bit. Like,
Mermaid?
She's idling.
Get me another
"Order
drink."
the court."
Do you know this mermaid?
Yeah.
She's my friend from back when I worked here. We
Aw.
would hang out outside of work too.
We'd go to haunted places and UFO sightings and stuff.
Hell yeah, this
Blow
mermaid
those boys
fucking
away.
rocks.
Blow those boys away.
Yeah.
Yeah, blow those boys.
No.
No,
Mizuki,
no.
add that last word,
No,
please.
Mizuki,
Really shouldn't say that.
with her big ass trident.
We'll find Renju here.
But we discovered that he was looking for Iris.
But why?
We can think about that later. Let's get going.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I guess
so
we are
since
just
this
gonna
is the
go
end of the
home.
scene, do you guys want to take our break before we go to the next place? Because I think we're about to get into the real shit, is what it seems like.
It's quite possible. Yeah, I'd be down with
Yeah,
that.
looks like we're going to Marble next. That's interesting. I wonder why Date decided that we're gonna go there. Yeah,
Did you say anything about Marble?
No, not just now.
Okay.
That's just where we're gonna go.
It may be where he decided to end the date. It may be, I think actually Iris might have mentioned Marble at some point a while
really?
back.
Okay.
Not this whole, not all, today at all, obviously, but I think she may have mentioned it as someplace that Renju went.
Got it. Okay.
Which we knew, obviously, but it would be interesting if Iris knew that too.
Yes, that definitely would. This is weird. It just feels weird. Oh, Iris is acting weird.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. But you're right. This feels like a nice place to take like a quick little 5-10 minute break, and we'll pop back on in here and we'll see what's gonna go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Sounds like a plan to me. All right, see you all in just a little bit. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to AI the Somnium Files.
We back. It's
We back.
We're back, but not a dinosaur story.
Are either of you guys a Chance the Rapper fan?
I mean,
Yeah, sure, yeah. Yeah.
Reviews for Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, sure.
coming in strong.
Why do you ask?
It's just impossible for me to hear "We Back" without the "and we back, and we
Oh.
back." It just gets stuck in my head so clearly. for
That's
some reason.
super valid. I also want to acknowledge Allison's "We're Back a Dinosaur" story call out. That's
Thank
a
you,
wonderful
thank you.
call out, and I was obsessed with that movie as a child. Coriander,
As
I
was
need
I.
you to settle.
I gotta
That's
say
awful.
that
What movie?
that movie needs to like keep that one in the little nostalgia bin.
Don't go watch it.
Don't go rewatching that one.
I-
I don't think it's good.
I think that's valid, and I will say I've never once been tempted to give it another shot because I remember it being terrifying and interesting, and it would be neither of those things for me nowadays, I think.
It's really weird. I also like went back and watched Anastasia as well, and I was like, ooh, that one also needed to stay in the nostalgia bucket. It's not as good as I remember it
Oh,
being.
honestly, Anastasia, just like go listen to the musical.
Well, that's the
music
thing is
is
I do
incredible.
like the music in that show, and I like the rotoscoping too, and like
rotoscoping
the
is
character
beautiful.
designs are really nice.
What is this
It's a-
other movie you were just talking
We're
about?
back. It's the dinosaur movie with the
We're
like
back, a dinosaur
the
story. It's got
brain
John
drain
Goodman.
where like they the brain gain where they give like some food to dinosaurs that makes them smart, and then they're really intelligent and they're in New York, but then they give them brain drain which turns them back into monsters.
Yes, and it's like they're in like the Macy's parade in New York, and they're like, they have to like pretend to be like, you know,
And there's a
parade
circus.
float. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
definitely a
I have-
circus.
It's really
I have
weird.
absolutely never seen this movie.
Yo, it's such a
What
weird
is
movie.
this? What?
It's a weird movie. I just remember renting it from Blockbuster way too many times.
We're
Wow,
back
that
at
is a dated sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's a dated movie. That's my point.
It's like from 1995. That movie and the Secret of Nim movie are like they occupy.
Oh, but
the
I
same
like that
space
one.
for me. But the Secret of Nim movie is a good movie though. Like that one's actually good.
I mean, I remember reading the book and
Weird.
just being really into the book, and like the movie's a little different, but it's also pretty cool.
Yeah, good
Mhm.
shit. So, anyway, that was our little 90s not Disney movie remembrance.
Are those all Bluth?
I know that Anastasia is.
I'm pretty sure We're Back is.
I think we're back.
Because it has
is,
that,
and then I
that
know
child
that
face shape that
Nim
he always
is.
does. Okay, so yeah, I guess they're all Bluth.
Yeah, I think they are all blue. Yeah. Did you watch Thumbelina? Did you see Thumbelina
I
too?
hate that
I was,
movie. I
Oh,
don't
I
like
was
that movie
obsessed
at
with
all.
that one as a kid.
I
Bluth
watched it as a
one.
kid, don't get me wrong, but like, on that
I
one.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and I'll probably never see it again, and that's probably okay. I
I
just
feel like
remember
such a fake little
loving
90s
it.
kid right now listening to all of this.
Did you not see any of the Bluth movies?
No, not that I know of.
Oh.
Wow.
Fascinating. You might need to.
There-
We might need to have like a movie Sunday where we just watch all the Bluth movies and wither at their weirdness because they're very odd.
Yeah, they're
That's
like
a lot of those 90s movies like existed in this weird fray. I've heard of a few of these from you, especially Gina, because like also growing up with a sister so much older, like I was exposed to a bit like older of just stuff. But I think most of these are like mid 90s, right? Like 5, 6, 7.
yeah,
Somewhere around
pretty
there.
mid-90s. Yeah. And like I don't know. They were doing weird shit with animation in that time.
Yeah.
Fun.
Like whatever, like whoever wasn't with Disney was doing weird shit. And Bluth was one of them. I think Bluth was a Disney animator for a time and then broke off to go like do his own weird shit. His animation style is very distinct. He kind of suffers a bit from like same face, like in a lot of his characters. Like
Yeah, he definitely has a style. Although then you look at Anastasia, and Anastasia has very distinct faces and all of that.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
that
I
is
would
true.
argue that Dimitri looks just like the guy from Thumbelina, who looks just like the guy from Titan AE. They all
I
look like
forgot
the
about
same.
Titan AE.
They all look like the same generic like white dude to me.
All right.
Titan
That,
AE.
that's a convincing argument. That's fair.
Did they
Um,
remake Titan AE?
No, and I'll be honest,
No.
I can't watch that movie. I've never gotten through that movie. I always turn it on, and it makes me feel ill. Like, actually,
Why?
like, motion sick. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, there's something about that movie that just makes me not,
I think maybe it's like the CG blending in it isn't good, and it I don't know, I can see how that would happen, Gina, like for sure. Yeah. Oh
Matt
yeah, and an
Damon
American
in that
Tail, yeah.
And Feifel Goes West.
And Bluth did a Land Before Time. Jake, you've definitely seen a Land Before Time.
And a Troll in
Oh,
Central
of course
Park.
I've seen
I
Land Before
think.
Time. Okay, wait. Favorite Land Before Time to end this, because that's an important question.
See, I haven't seen enough of them. I think I've only seen like 4 of the Land Before Times.
Oh, I just remember liking 8 so much.
What was 8?
Um,
Which one was 8?
It was the snow one.
Ah.
Oh,
I remember the
yeah,
one that
I
has
remember
that one song, We're looking for big, 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 big water. That's why I just remember that one.
Right
That's
there.
the one where they're trying to they get to the ocean and they're like, oh my god, we found the big water, and
And then
yeah.
they get stuck on the island and they find Chomper and he
They
can
find
talk
Chomper
now.
and they
God,
get
why do I
Chomper.
remember this?
Yes. I think my favorite one was the one with it was with the long neck, which was like a Diplodocus that came into the Great Valley, who was like a loner and a friend of like Grandpa Longneck, who was basically supposed to be like a cowboy.
I think I've heard of this. I've definitely not seen this one, but I heard I've heard there's a cowboy one, and I've heard there's a one that has aliens in it.
Yes.
Yes, there's one that has aliens in it too. Yeah. Or like there are 2 like pteranodons that are implied to be aliens. Yeah. That one's super weird. But the Diplodocus cowboy long neck one is pretty good too. I want to say he's voiced by Paul Newman, but now I'm not sure.
Well, apparently, thank you, Phoenix Soul. Apparently, my favorite Land Before Time is 5. So beautiful. Now I know.
That's an important thing to know about yourself, Gina. What if someone asked?
Yeah, now I know. Next, let's repeat. You can ask, "What's your favorite Land Before Time?" and I can immediately, without hesitation, say 5 with no like validation or any of it, and then the conversation ends and we go to Marble.
Yeah. Oh, the name of the long neck I was thinking of is Doc. His name's Doc, and he's got a gnarly scar on his face, and he whips his tail around like
Does
a
it go
whip.
whoosh?
Yeah, like a whip, which is actually what that dinosaur did. Like that's an accurate depiction of what that animal was too, which is even funnier to me.
Can I just comment? I really adore our approximate knowledge of a little bit about Land Before Time, which I like.
Approximate knowledge about a little bit of a Land Before Time. That has to be the name of this when it comes out on YouTube.
That's a really long name.
Well,
But
I
a
had
good
like
one. It'll make me go, I want to click on that.
I have younger sisters, and like they're your age, Dick, so they like also were super into all of the Land Before Time movies. So we like watched we watched them on repeat like constantly, and I kind of feel bad that I don't remember like all of the details and all the names because I watched them so much. I think we had up to like movie 8 or 9 or something.
Oh,
Like-
I definitely don't remember anything. I just remember there was snow in that one movie, and so I chose that one.
Oh my god. This is such a weird conversation. I guess we should probably play the game
All
now.
right, let's go to Marvel.
Thank you guys. Thank you for that.
I hope those are as fun for you guys as they are for
I
us.
was about to
really
say, this
enjoy
is
our
just
little,
us
like-
talking, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I
Sometimes.
feel like we all just got snacks. Our tummies are a little full, if not, still eating them at the time. Like, we chat before we play.
Hey,
Oh,
light a
Phoenix Soul.
candle.
it's me.
You're right. I think the cowboy one is the 6th one. Yeah, I think you are right. I vaguely recall that.
So now we know 5, 6, and 8. Those are the good ones.
There we go.
By the way, there's
Yeah.
a great Ginny Nicholson video where she reviews all of them.
Oh my
I
God,
have
I'm gonna have to
seen
watch
that
that.
video exists, but I haven't watched it, and now I'm gonna probably
Why
go
haven't
watch.
you watched it? Oh,
I
it's
don't
really
know.
fun.
I don't know. I usually watch all her videos, but I haven't watched this one, so I'll go watch that one and see if she likes 5.
That
Definitely
one's
gonna do that after this.
That was a
yes.
specifically fun one because she hates all of them. Like, she's not a fan of the Land. And the whole time she's like, no, I don't especially like these movies, but I'm just gonna review them, I guess.
That's amazing. Is Mama calling us right now?
Yeah.
Sorry to circle back to the game, but oh, nice.
Honey, what's up?
Sorry
No, we're
to circle
we're
back
calling.
to the game.
Yeah, sorry to sorry.
Apologies for playing the thing that everyone came to see.
Sorry to
The Land
interrupt
Before
her.
Time talk.
I think the answer is that we're calling Mama.
I'm heading over now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Glad
Got
to
it,
hear
got
it. Maybe I'll close the place a little early for you.
Sorry, but I'm with someone.
With someone?
A girl named Iris.
What? Is she a virgin?
The ship that Date and Mama
I'm
have
not gonna
happened.
answer that.
No, yeah, that absolutely they have
Without
happened.
a doubt.
Yeah,
Yes.
it bums me out that they seem to be like well-meaning exes, but yes, no, it's definitely been a thing.
I think exes. I think it was purely physical, and they were both very happy about it.
That's
like, it was a
valid.
good understanding.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm kind of in that camp. Yeah.
That's-
You know,
no,
you
that's-
doesn't need anything.
you know what? You're totally right.
expectations.
No strings attached.
Yeah, just a good time.
But to your point, it seems to have happened multiple times because Mama's like, "Oh, I'll close the shop up then."
Oh,
Excellent.
still happening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Still
if
happening.
you're single, if I'm single.
Yeah.
Anyway, remember what we talked about?
Good for them.
Yeah. They have a ton of
There's
chemistry.
a regular
Oh,
here
no,
who's
it's
good
good.
friends with Ren. They should be here tonight.
Oh, that's why we're going back.
Oh, right.
Are they coming tonight?
Yes, I promise.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll be here.
Also, poor
How are you
Iba if
talking on
Date
your
has
phone
ever
without
had sex in the
earphones?
last 5 years, you know?
I
Like,
think about that sometimes while playing this game. I'm just like, Iba, what have you seen?
Unless
how
he
did you
closes
feel
his
about
eye.
it?
the
if
man's
he just
not
closes
having
his
nice,
eye?
passionate, like, no, it's weird. Like,
No,
he's
like-
definitely weird about it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is this dude is weird. Like, the decent thing would be like, hi, hello, I have a artificial eye. I'm gonna remove it during sex for everyone's, like, benefit. I'm gonna put it in the other room and make sure it's watching TV. That would be the nice thing to do.
Make sure it watches TV.
Or she could, I mean, I guess she could also turn herself off, and then it could look like he's got 2 regular eyes, but Iba's not actually watching. She's like in sleep mode.
That's fair.
So
She definitely
she could
could
do
do
that.
that. But you're right,
For
sure,
sure.
these two are too weird. I feel like they'd make it weird.
Weird,
Yeah,
they definitely make it weird. Because Mama too would make it weird. So these two together, like, that
It's a threesome. The thing that needs to be acknowledged is anytime Date has sex, it's an unwilling threesome, no matter what's going on.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Or, it's at least voyeuristic. There's just a third party there that's involved.
No, I was involved. Like,
She's talking to him the whole time. Like, don't do that. That's not going well. You really thought that was the thing they wanted? And Date's like, I want to kill myself.
this thing, they make it so weird.
Or like Chad suggested, she also could just like make a show of it and physically pop out of his eye socket like right before they have sex. Like I'm fucking out.
No,
of
just
here.
during.
Bye.
Oh god. So I think the conclusion is that it's happened, it's been weird, and we shouldn't think about it anymore.
God.
Oh god. Short?
Is he here?
Short?
Hello?
Did we lose?
Here, I'm sorry. My mic gain got hit by my foot. I didn't.
Fascinating.
I'm so sorry. I was stepping on my little box and I was screaming. I said it at the right time and everything. I was too lazy to explain it properly. I heard my gut just dropped. I'm like, no!
Oh no!
And, so I came up with a lie.
I have an earpiece implanted in my ear.
Wow, cool!
Another call came in.
Ooh.
Wow, we get called all the time. People
Dante,
love calling
It's
us.
the boss.
Oh, it's
I
boss.
have a bad
Okay.
feeling about this.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Dante, tell me the situation. Did you find number 89?
If I did, I would have told you.
Oh yeah, that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, instead we went to a shrine, we got omelet rice, we went to a maid cafe. It's been great.
We learned about alternate, like, parallel worlds. We went to the warehouse and talked more about all the parallel worlds. What?
What was that about?
That was a
She's
cry from
pissed?
deep within my heart, Dante. Do you realize how screwed I am? Go find number 89.
If I find Renju, I find number 89. I'm gathering information on Renju's whereabouts now.
Where?
I told her I was going to marble with Iris.
Oh, that's what we were thinking, that they're
About who I
gonna
was
be there.
expecting to see there.
Yeah.
Wait, are you trying to get her drunk?
She's not 21.
And if she wasn't a minor? Well, whatever. I'm sure you have a good plan. Find those two and arrest them.
Yeah, right.
Got it?
By ourselves. You're both under arrest. It's me versus you two.
Look, Iris may or may not have a taser. We never know. She has in the past.
We do have a gun. I guess
We do
could
have a
wave
gun.
that around.
So this is Golden Yokocho.
First time here?
Yeah.
Marble is right over here.
Dante, on your 6.
Oh god,
Oh,
fucking
literally
Two
right
suspicious
behind us.
individuals
God
approaching.
damn it. God, I hate this game sometimes.
What? What's the matter?
It's an action sequence. We're about to have an action
Oh,
sequence.
jeez.
I got my finger on the fast forward button. Here we go.
Ooh. Oh, great. Oh, he fucking shot that dude. He just fucking shot that man.
Hey, Short, can you turn your gain up? You're very quiet.
Stay right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
There you are.
I'm back.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
They're just so silly.
What is going on? Who are these dudes? Unless these are So's guys. Maybe?
Damn.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
I'm gonna fast forward. It's gonna be over soon. Don't you worry. I'm gonna get us through this.
The anger that you just say.
You are.
Matter.
Find everything. We need a way out of this.
Yeah, but
What?
If I grab Iris and try to run, we'll be shot by a shot full of holes. The alleys between the buildings are blocked off. We can't go that way. Which means
shit. We gotta take care of them.
I have
gotta
reached the
shoot 'em
same
all.
conclusion.
But I've only got a single revolver.
Okay, there are things we can shoot. The fire extinguisher. Let's do
No,
that.
you know what's about to happen. I was gonna be like, there's a bra on the
Porno
ground.
mags.
Oh, right.
Don't
Great.
you want to
Does that
get
happen
the
every
bra?
time?
Yes, yes, it does.
Really?
Yeah, yes, yes. In fact, it does.
I hate this.
It's okay. It's gonna be over. Close your eyes. Pretend it's not like it's
I
not
have
happening in this game.
I will give you instructions. Just move as I tell you.
This better work.
Not to worry. My calculations are flawless.
What's the plan?
You see that
Pick
hanger
up
over
that
there?
porno mag.
Shoot the bottom of the hanger with a normal bullet.
Why?
Don't ask questions, just do it.
It's got undies on it. That's why. You got it, Gina. Ooh. Nice.
Wow! Whoa! Can you believe it? Underwear! They're like, look at that! Can you believe?
Heaven.
I hate this
What are you
game.
gonna do with them? What happens when you get them? It's like
They
a
eat
gift
them.
from Heaven. Go to Victoria's Secret. Like,
Yeah, right? Oh no, people wear bras. Ooh.
And then they're like, look at all these porno mags! Whoa! Okay.
wait,
Mama's like, there are gunshots in the alleyway right now. Oh, I bet it just popped on out. Huh?
It's fine.
What is happening?
Nothing. Nothing's happening. This isn't a scene in the game.
nothing's happening.
What the fuck? Yes. Yes.
Good
yes.
job, Date. You're a winner.
Yes.
Wow. Yep. Yep.
Mhm. Yep. That's what the fuck?
I hate it.
What?
All according to
I
my
hate it.
calculations.
What the fuck?
It didn't happen. What? Why are we saying what the fuck? It didn't happen.
I will say,
Nothing happened.
Mama walking out and saying macho muscles was definitely the best part.
That's
of
why
that
I didn't
whole
fast
scene.
forward through that part. We didn't even go to Marble. We're back at Date's place.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is
My place. The building's got a security system.
We didn't even go.
We didn't even go to Marble.
We'll be
It doesn't
safe
matter. It didn't happen. Instead of going to Marble, we just decided to come back to Date's place after our date, which is a little sketch, but we're gonna just let it fly.
so Mizuki's not home?
Doesn't look like it.
I'm so
I checked your
upset.
phone's GPS. Mizuki is currently at Sunfish Pocket.
Maybe you should go get her. It's getting late, but something
Yeah.
would be safe.
What? No. Oh my. Yes. It's
Looks like
getting
the mermaids
late.
are taking
The mermaids will take care of her.
If anything, she'd be in more danger with us. No. No.
Iris.
Well, no, I mean, if
I need to
that
talk
was
to you about
targeting
earlier.
us, it's possible.
I guess so, but
I guess.
But we
it's
also
fair.
know that hired guns were not, well, they were technically a thing in one at So's place, but they weren't a thing in the other timelines like this at all. So,
Yeah, that's true.
Have a
This is
seat wherever.
unusual.
yeah.
I'm still calling So's people. That's my guess. Well, I don't know, but we were going to.
Iris, those guys who tried
Sorry.
to kidnap you.
It's okay. We were going to Marble to go possibly see Renju in number 89. So
And for what it's worth, number 89 is in play in this timeline, and Rinjo's in play in this timeline, and that's very
Yeah.
different than the other.
so
So,
there could be other, I don't know.
but the other had a
factors
fucking polar bear that cuts people in half, so you never know.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Corey. She just fell sideways out of my lap entirely.
Oh,
Sweet
no.
thing. Come back.
I'm just imagining that. Just.
Do you have any idea who they were?
Oh yeah.
after a long Cyrus.
Cyrus. After a long Cyrus.
silence, Iris spoke.
There's a reason I asked you to go on a date so many times. I wanted you to protect me. I wanted a bodyguard. But I thought that if I told you the truth, you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't tell you.
We did call that,
But now,
I think.
I'll
Did
come
we?
clean.
Did we actually? Did we suggest that she wanted to go on a date with us for protection, but was hiding it? I can't remember. Maybe I thought it in my brain, but I didn't say it out loud.
I don't remember, so I'm not going to commit one way or the other on this. Yeah.
Well,
My
it
life
makes
is being
sense.
threatened by a secret society.
Oh. Okay.
They're called the Nizet Laws.
Oh, that's a new word.
A group under
That
the
is a
control
new
of
word.
the Wadjet system. Their ultimate
What?
goal is
What?
to complete X00639.
What the fuck?
I discovered them and what they were up to, and now...
What? Oh,
Date,
her
please
dead.
help me! They're going to kill me!
Wait. Slow down.
What's X00639?
Yeah, what's any of
In
this?
geosynchronous orbit around the equator, longitude 100 degrees east, there's a satellite. It's about 150 feet long, quite big for a satellite.
True. Most satellites are between 5 and 10 feet long. The International Space Station is roughly 330 feet long.
Okay.
Okay, tell us more about the satellite.
Yeah.
It's always in the same place, and there's no doubt that it's man-made.
That's not hard to do,
But by
though.
who? And when it was launched, no one knows.
Also true. The first to discover this satellite was a space advocacy group in Japan. It was
I guess
on the
it's
news
weird.
for a short while. No one could identify it precisely.
Okay, I guess that's weird. I mean, like, having a GPS, like, there are plenty of satellites that are, like, locked in place. That's how GPS works.
I'm gonna be real. We're gonna want to
but-
just get through this explanation because I don't just. We're gonna want to
Okay.
hear just the whole thing.
Go for it.
This one's a tricky one to piece together line by line. I think that's the only thing I mean by that.
Okay.
Most people thought it was some secret US military satellite and that was it. But that's not the truth. X00639 is a super-powered radio transmitter.
Radio.
Transmitter?
But it's not complete. It's still being built. And that's what they're trying to do. That's what Wadjet wants them to do.
And
yeah.
It's spelled Naixatloz. Sometimes they just call themselves the Nais. They're deeply connected to the Wadjet system. Their organization is everywhere. International politics, business leaders, all operating in secret.
And their
What the
relationship
fuck?
to the Wadjet system.
Yeah.
Well, you know about the Wadjet system, right?
It's the core of artificial intelligence.
Do you know where it came from?
It was developed by the American tech conglomerate Elgorg, but no specifics have been revealed.
Basically, the Wadjet system artificial intelligence is from outer space.
What the fuck?
It was transmitted to Earth in binary as radio waves.
This is what I meant. This is why I'm like, you just got it. You just got it. You just got it.
They
You
were
just
caught
got
by
it.
the space dev team at Elgorg, and when they decoded it, they found that it was a truly incredible source code. That's the code they used to create the Wadjet system.
Is this true, Iba?
It is patently ridiculous.
Okay.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
So, to summarize, well, she's gonna summarize. She's gonna summarize. Here we
Yeah,
go.
let her
Seriously.
summarize. So to summarize Iris's story, the Wadjet system's AI was built by decoding radio waves sent from outer space. A secret society called
Nice at laws.
Mandela, yeah.
Yep, or NICE,
Mm-hmm.
knows the secret of the Wadjet system and obeys its will. Their ultimate goal is to complete the radio transmitter satellite X00639.
Okay. Why do the members of Nice at laws follow Wadjet?
Yeah.
Nais and Wadjet have a mutually beneficial relationship. Wadjet can control stock prices. Nais benefits from that. In return, Nais helps Wadjet's ultimate goal. That's why Nais is in militaries and corporations all over the world. To help build X00639.
Okay. Why is Wadjet building X00639?
Yeah.
I managed to learn that too. They're building X00639 so they can transmit their own data to a planet far away. If they contact a sentient species, then the process will repeat itself again. That species will decode the signal, create an AI, then builds a radio transmitter. Because they're an AI, they can create copies of themselves for transmission. Doing this over and over means that Wadjet will eventually spread across the universe.
So
After
Wadjet's
that?
just propagating like a life form,
Yes.
basically. Yeah.
After
okay.
that,
Yeah. After they're spread all over space, what do they do next?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, why do humans have children? It's the same thing. Wadjet is alive. They want to spread across the universe. That's their destiny.
Okay. Why does
Mhm.
Wadjet want to keep Nice a secret?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that one day Wadjet shows up on your computer screen. Hi guys, nice to meet you. Want to help us out? Do you really think humans would help? Most people would probably think their PC has a virus or something. Or they'd panic and try to remove them. I don't know what would happen. I'm sure Wadjet made their own predictions. And they thought it was best to control certain parts of humanity from behind the scenes. But they needed some kind of direct influence. They can't build a satellite by themselves, right? That's why they created Nizet laws.
That's a
Okay, so
crazy
Alright,
word.
I get it.
What the
Nizet
fuck?
laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do?
Not really. She doesn't need to know that. But listening to your explanation, Nyes doesn't sound like a bad organization.
This reminds me of
No,
Contact.
that's not true.
Have you seen that movie? Contact.
I have
with
not, no.
Jodie Foster.
I'm sorry.
Oh, y'all, highly recommend that movie.
Yeah.
It's a similar concept. I mean, it's SETI, like Noji-san said. Yeah. But highly recommend Contact. Very interesting.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm sorry I can't play with you in this space. I feel bad.
Oh, dude.
Think of how much money and resources are going to Nyes. Think of how many people are suffering in poverty, and all the wars happening across the planet, and human trafficking and slavery. Nyes has the power and resources to put an end to all of that, but they don't. They only care about themselves, and they'll do anything to protect their own interests. They'll kill if they have to, which is why I'm being targeted, because I found out their secret.
Okay, how
This
and when
is-
did you learn all this, Iris?
Well,
Buck wild.
I can't say yet. But it's true. Believe me. Nyes is dangerous. You have to understand, Date.
How does this tie into parallel worlds too? And
Which,
oh my
again, we
God.
haven't confirmed. That was her theory.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Mhm.
You saw my dead body.
Do you think that you were killed by Nyes in the parallel world?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, okay.
You're the only person I can trust. Please, don't leave me. You have to protect me.
Well, that was a lot.
So that's something.
What the fuck?
This game just completely changes its entire color out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like the entire vibe and like it's just
Like,
wild.
it just like, yeah, it kind of it kind of did just whip that out of thin air a little bit. I mean, we've had Wadget being brought up before, like the Wadget system, like
Yeah, I mean,
So-
we have a hyper-intelligent AI that's basically a person. Like, that,
Yeah,
it's not... Yeah.
All we had so far, and now supposedly this AI is an alien extraterrestrial AI
Yeah.
that Iris has learned about, that has a secret society working for it, that's building another satellite so it can broadcast itself into space. What the
Well,
fuck?
that's the thing. So what's tricky about this is, much like the parallel worlds thing, it's like, for Iris to come up with it seems nonsensical. Because she doesn't have the information that we, the player, have, which is that, yeah, I mean, we've seen other timelines where she did, in fact, die. We don't know if
Yeah.
Date has, but we as a player have.
Right.
This is sort of similar, where it's like, she doesn't know that we have a hyper-intelligent artificial intelligence in our face. And therefore...
Right, that's connected to the Wadget system.
Yeah, it's tricky, because to us, we know that there's a kernel of truth in what she's saying, but they also have paired this with her talking about conspiracy theories a lot. So it's
Yes.
really tricky to figure out to what extent we should believe what's going on, because we do know that some of it is kind of true.
Yeah.
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 So
But
trying to figure
they
out what
did-
that means for us is tricky.
Mhm.
It's
They did
really
instill a little
tricky.
bit of doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
And she's just not super trustworthy. Like
Right.
Yeah, I think
That's the
that's
other
part of
thing,
the
too.
purpose of that scene with her and Ota, is like, she starts by saying some pretty, like, cool, interesting stuff, but by the end of that conversation, you're like, okay, this is kind of... Okay.
And also, like, you know, that he's not really super trustworthy as the player. We know this, like, from the other branch.
Yeah, we know
as
that her
well.
brain is full of murders and stuff like that, and also that she tased us and hit us with a pan and all sorts of
And
things,
was
so...
Nothing
probably
good.
involved in Renju's murder plot.
Yeah,
like,
definitely
yeah.
transported the body, so it's just like, it's...
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's messy. It's really
messy.
messy.
And
Yeah.
that's a lot of weird information for this game to drop all at once.
I agree.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Iris' story is Well, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't believe a word of it. But it is true that she was almost kidnapped by some mysterious group.
Twice.
And it's true that I saw her dead body in the cold storage warehouse. And if that happened in a parallel world...
Date, you can't tell me that you actually believe this.
Iba, you use the Wadjet system too, right?
So what if I do?
Is Iba not our friend?
Do you suspect me, Date?
Ooh.
Do you think I'm an agent of Nyes?
No, but I think Boss might be.
I think
Fine.
Or
Boss
maybe
might
so.
This can be solved easily. Why not look into her mind? Then you will discover if her story is true or not.
A sync, of course.
A different.
Syncs don't ever
sync
seem like
and-
they give us any information. It always seems like after a sync, we're like, hey, your brain's fucked up. And they're like, yeah, so here's actually what's going on.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Thank you.
Or,
Like,
or we get out of a sync and then they go, well, you can't really trust all of that.
But
Yeah.
also, time splits really strongly based on syncs.
That's true. Oops, sorry.
that is true. So the sync
Mhm.
changes the timeline, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
With Iris in the passenger seat, I headed back to Abyss.
But it is interesting, as you pointed out, this would be the second time we're syncing with the same person. So we've already seen a dream from her. We'll see
We
what this
have.
one looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
But really, I didn't want to take her there. Because Boss would be waiting.
The men
tear
who
into
attacked
me.
us at Golden Yokocho were waiting for us. That means they knew we were coming. Why would that be?
God damn it, Coriander. Stop it.
Uh-oh. Is she being a goblin?
Yeah, she's attacking my feet. Stop it.
No.
Why?
Someone tipped them off?
Well, who could have?
Someone who knew we were going to Marble.
That's right.
No, it couldn't be.
Boss.
Okay, who? Yeah.
Impossible.
Yeah. We can't go sync with her. We
Iva,
can't go sync
can
with
you
her.
contact Pewter? I want to ask him something.
Understood.
That's my guess.
Oh, Date. Do you need something?
I'm sorry.
Where are you, Pewter?
Yeah,
Where are you?
I'm out drinking in Shinjuku. I
Oh.
was actually thinking of heading over to Golden Yokocho, but
No,
I
don't do
heard
that.
something about a shootout. So the cops have it sealed off. Maybe a shootout between gangs or something? The world has become a dangerous place.
Well,
I mean, does a sync machine outside of the exist outside of Abyss?
that's a good question.
Pewter, I need to know something. Does a sync machine exist outside of Abyss?
If it does, I won't have to go to Ibis. Ibis to Abyss. I could just go there and sync with Iris. I thought Pewter might know, but
There's only one sync machine in the entire world, and it's with us at Abyss. For now, anyway.
For now.
The Chiba Police Department was working on a prototype, but it was stolen 6 years ago.
6 years ago!
Yes,
Stolen!
it was being transported.
I'm
it
just
was
gonna yell every
attacked
time
and
they
then
say 6
stolen
years
by an
ago.
armed
I
group of
respect the
men.
hell out of that, I gotta say.
I just need to draw attention to it every single time.
The culprit
Oh my
is
God.
still on the loose. The device was never recovered either.
Iba, were you aware of this?
No, this is new information. I was not even aware there was a prototype.
Okay, about Boss.
Okay, yeah.
Pewter, where's Boss right now?
Not sure. I don't think she's at Abyss anymore. Maybe she went home?
Oh boy.
So, neither you or Boss are at Abyss right now?
No.
good. I can take Iris there without a problem.
Thanks, Pewter. See you later.
Sure
Can you sync by yourself, like without a tech with you?
That seems like a bad idea.
A bad idea.
Seems dangerous, yeah.
This seems like a really
where are we
long way to
going?
go.
Inside your dreams.
Without just like questioning her a little bit.
Yeah. No, you're right. But this is his job. It makes sense that he jumped to thinking about
I
this.
guess. They're just always so drastic with this stuff.
I know.
I'm gonna sync with you to determine if what you were telling me is true. And if it is true, I'll fulfill your wish.
My wish?
You don't remember? To become your bodyguard. Is that all right?
Yes, of course.
This that I'm down with though. They both like she's consenting to it.
Yeah,
at
for the
least.
first time in the video game.
Yes, someone is consenting to sinking.
Yep.
Which, wowie, it
Wonder
only
of
took us
wonders.
20 hours to get here.
I knew exactly how to use the device.
Oh, okay. I was running it for us.
I followed her directions at the control console and prepared the machine quickly.
Date,
Okay.
this time, I will be remotely operating the sink.
Roger that.
We're going in by
Are you
ourselves
ready?
then.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes.
Yeah.
The time limit is 6 minutes, as always.
I know.
All right, let us begin.
I mean, sort of. I was an AI, so she can be in 2 places at once if she needs.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
All
fact,
right,
she's already in 2 places at once when she's sinking.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. All right, let's get our little nanobots in there and go around your brain.
Beep beep.
What are we gonna do?
Brr.
What are we gonna...
Oh.
It's
a
Shovel Forge.
It's a
video
Minecraft
game.
What is this
level.
Shovel Forge.
This is so much more wholesome than. Oh my god.
It
Is that who we are here?
difficult to move like this.
Oh
Why
my
do you look
gosh.
like that?
Oh my god.
There you go.
I went
That's a
with a
little better.
simpler look today. I
Oh
figured
my
this world
God.
couldn't handle my full resolution.
Oh my
Guess that's
gosh,
fine,
this is
then.
so funny.
This
You
is
can quit
so
if you want, you
funny. Also,
Never.
it's way more
I
wholesome
will
than the last
never give
time.
up.
Yeah, the last
We were
time we
in
had
her
to
brain.
commit murders to remind her what murders had happened, and
Yeah,
yeah.
through a Rube Goldberg machine of murder.
yeah, it was really, really intense and messed up, and it had a screaming soundtrack in the background.
Yeah,
What
you're
was
right. That was a crazy one. I forgot how crazy that one was.
That was a crazy one. Something crazy happened in the background. It
Yeah,
sounds like.
I want to go check on it, but I also kind of don't.
Oh, this little pixely Iva is so cute.
You don't have to take it that
I
far.
like it.
In any
I like her
case,
wave.
It seems that we've finally arrived.
Is this world made of jelly cubes?
This is Shovel Forge.
Shovel Forge?
Shovel
I don't see any
Forge.
shovels. Or forges.
Bad news, Date, you ended up having to play Shovel Forge anyway.
Iris said that she was focused on streaming this game lately.
What's that got to do with forges?
Forget about the forges and listen. This Somnium is the world of Shovel Forge, a sandbox game in which you make and move cubes to create structures on a map.
Thank you for describing Minecraft.
On the contrary, you already are.
Don't look at me like that, Iva. Don't look at me, the player.
Come on, I don't want to play.
Accept the reality, Date. You have no choice.
Stop looking at me.
Good evening, good morning, and hello! It's Tessa, also known as Aset. You bet! I'm gonna be playing Shovel Forge today. Let's dive right in!
Iris's Let's Play has begun.
Help me, Date! You have to help me! It's nice,
Oh.
they're coming! Find me, Date!
Oh,
To
a
find her-
pickaxe! Lucky!
What was
Did
that
you
all
find
about?
her in here?
It appears
Yeah.
that this Somnium will not be easy like the other ones.
I didn't think the other ones were all that easy.
Are you ready? Let us begin.
Let's do it.
Let's go. I'm so excited.
Somnium
Actually.
scan. Activate.
Okay, I am excited about this one. This one
Yeah.
seems like it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
This is I feel just like the creators just having a big old blast, you know?
It does appear like they were having a lot of fun in this.
They just made Minecraft.
God.
Okay, we've got 3 blocks.
3, 4,
Oh,
4.
4. Maybe that's the last one.
We'll see.
This game
4.
is so stylish.
4.
Yeah, it really is.
It's got style.
They tried
It's so-
some stuff in this game.
Yeah, they did.
Iris has been captured. Free her and support her.
I liked that.
All right, wait a
Okay,
sec.
All right. Let's see
So
what
we got a gate 2, a pickaxe, and a monitor.
The monitor's closest to us, right? Or I guess gate 1.
She
Let's
called
just
out
check
the
gate 1 right
pickaxe,
behind
though.
us.
She
But-
did call out a
yeah.
pickaxe, so we could go check that out.
Okay, you want to try that?
There's something immediately behind us right there, but I'll
Gate
go
1.
get the pickaxe.
Look at her run.
Oh my gosh,
This
she's
doesn't
so
look
cute.
like a pickaxe, but that's what Iris identified it as.
It's literally the Minecraft pickaxe. It's so good.
Were you a Minecraft
This is
person,
a
Allison?
pretty avant-garde
Not
pickaxe.
super much, but I know Victor was. Victor played Minecraft for a little bit. I was never huge into Minecraft. But I did play some of it. What about you guys?
I didn't. I've actually never played Minecraft once.
Oh.
Yeah, I've never like played it. It was never. It just I don't know. It was just never a thing to do for me. I've seen
watched
people play it. I know.
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say I've watched a lot of people play Minecraft.
The only time I've watched somebody play it was in a speed run. It is incredible how little I know about Minecraft.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just remember playing it like in college, like when it was in beta, like way back. That was like the most I played Minecraft, which wasn't very much to begin with. That was like 10 years ago.
But the more I
Perhaps
see
designed
about it, the
with
more
glow
interested I
sticks in
am.
mind.
Now it just feels like there's just such a world I would need to learn about, and I'm just uninterested in the learning.
It's a whole lot. Yeah. I mean, like I played Dragon Quest Builders, but not Minecraft.
You literally played Dragon Quest Builders, but not Minecraft, Gina.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
Next I'll mention Terraria. I've heard that Terraria is really fun, but I haven't tried it yet. Probably should though. People at work talk about it a lot. Anyway, you can continue.
Let's dig it up. Like this?
Yep.
You were so cute,
This
Iba.
is actually kind of fun.
Easy there. We've still got a job to do.
That pickaxe was dropped by someone being attacked by Nice. Be careful, Date. Nice might be after you too.
Did you get
Oh.
that?
I'll
Shit,
be the
okay.
one being attacked.
Either way, all we have to do is listen to Iris and do what she says.
But which Iris? There appears to be two.
I guess both for now.
I think we'll find something if we dig there. Let's check it out.
It is a door,
this gate?
or perhaps a gate.
Everything looks like a block of tofu to me.
This
So you can
must be
dig
where
through
we
the
dig
gates. Got it.
pickaxe.
All right, let's go dig through this gate.
All right, just
Let's
don't be
go.
too hasty.
Do. All right.
A door or gate.
She's
It
the
is
cutest
closed.
darn cute lady ever.
It's pretty dang cute. I agree.
Let's just dig.
Dig.
Let's just dig.
Dig.
Big.
Okay, just like I always say, let's hit it.
Go, Iba!
All right, here I go.
Just like I always say, let's hit it. I'm sorry, I just.
What if she said that every time she dug in Minecraft?
Oh my god.
Oh my
it's
god.
Like, it's like the actual view too.
I got a
Oh
rare
my god.
material. Ooh, I knew today would be special.
This is kind of fun, isn't it, Iba?
Are we meant to do this the whole time? This is tiring.
The gate's open. Let's go.
Roger.
Date learns that he likes Shovel Forge.
Date's like, am I a gamer? Do I
By
game?
hitting it in her
Am I-
brain.
Am I gaming?
This is a new
Is
area.
this
In
what
this
gaming's
child's
like?
brain.
And we cannot return to the previous one.
Where else can I dig?
We gotta find something to dig up.
Am I meant to dig everywhere?
Okay, let's look at the map. Dig. Checkpoint
Where's
reached.
an option?
Okay, you dug.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Did
Woo
well,
woo.
Doug.
You dug.
Okay, let's see. We got.
No, I'm Date.
Oh god.
We
Okay.
got new materials. Maybe go to the crafting thing.
Yeah, there's a crafting table in
Crafting
here.
table.
Let's see if we can use the
A
materials we
crafting
got.
table.
Yeah.
You can create items here.
No, we don't have. Let me look at the vending machine first and see if.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
good
a
idea.
big stick of imitation crab.
It must be a vending machine.
Dig.
Ugh.
Hit that vending
Happy
machine.
digging.
Roger.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Yeah, we got
Got a lot of
items.
materials that time. Good haul today. Be sure to like and subscribe and to retweet everyone.
Retweet.
Retweet.
I want it with no explanation in every stream with be sure to like and subscribe and a retweet.
Hey, Iba,
Yes,
is this golden yokocho?
indeed.
That's what we're gonna do from now on.
It appears to be
it
modified.
is.
This is where we were attacked.
Oh
Look,
shit.
Date.
Oh, that's true.
What is
What
that?
the fuck? Good question.
Corey, do not. Thank you. Okay.
It's a Cory.
Sorry.
But it's okay. I've got the feeling we can do it. Project Bluebeam! Nice, you have to
Sorry.
stop Nice!
But what are we supposed to do?
Dance!
Dance?
What?
Use the most beautiful art form humanity has ever created! The power
Yes.
of dance! They
What?
may
I'm
have
ready.
limited power, but they'll never take our beating hearts!
I'm
Who
ready.
cares?
Dance is the
I'm
only
ready.
way to fight the Wadjet system in Nice!
It's true. She knows.
Using this material,
what
we
is
can make a
happening?
disco ball! Let's build the disco ball! And
Let's
then
go.
it's dancing time!
Hey, I just want to remind you that I mentioned if you play this route for the first route in this game, this is around the time where I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't. Even now, I'm a little bit like, I don't know.
I'm just not quite sure.
Like, I don't know if this was a good investment, but
What do you think, Ida?
boy.
Shovel Forge is not a dancing game.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Nice does not exist.
But I don't think Iris is trying to mislead me.
What you think does not change the facts. Now, we have to decide
Ida,
our
you're
next
being
move.
sus.
For now, we need to find somewhere to
She
craft the
might
disco
genuinely
ball.
not know. Like,
I think maybe she's being told they don't exist because she's
Yeah.
controlled by the Wadjet system. It's a little thing of just like, hey, you know everything, but you can't know about this
Yes.
thing we're doing.
this
So
information.
she's like,
yeah,
oh, go for it.
like it's explicitly not in her like database or accessible to her
Yeah.
in any way.
So for her, she's like, I'm
Blocked.
doing my job that I always do. I'm always right, and I promise you this isn't a thing. But it's because it's the one thing she doesn't know.
It is
Yeah.
also worth mentioning that Iris is bringing up some actual real-world conspiracy theories in this conversation, so it is also possible that I was like, she's fucking full of it. I don't...
True.
Yeah.
That is also true.
Which
That
may... It may
Yeah.
be leading to her disregarding what Iris is saying, but it is also worth noting that, like, some of the things Iris is saying are incredibly suspicious.
It's true.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
Or maybe
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
suspicious, maybe just suspect. Like...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Continue.
But we're gonna build a disco ball. Here we go!
Because apparently we gotta
We
dance.
gotta dance to save
Something
humanity.
better?
It seems you can create items
Yeah.
other than disco balls.
So we could create
Well, we
something
need to
other
make
than
the
a disco ball.
now. That's what the viewers are expecting.
What do you want me to make?
No, make a disco ball.
Make a disco ball.
Disco ball!
Understood.
Oh, there it is. It's
You
our
guys
disco
are so much
cube.
more compliant than I am.
What did you want to do?
They just gave me the option to
We gotta
be
dance for real now! Give it your best dance moves, everybody!
to just say no, and so I just made something else. I love it.
What
Here we
should
go.
I do?
You get to dance.
Dance, Date! Fight against Nice with the power of dance!
We will, Iris.
Iba, dance. You have to dance.
Okay, if I must.
You got this.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
She's doing her best. It's her wiggles.
Oh my god.
Her wiggles are her best feature.
Oh.
Oh
my
my
gosh.
god.
She's just doing it. She's living her life.
The
I
whole
really-
A-set song.
I really can't with this game.
What's happening?
Oh my god. Oh, what? What?
What?
She's the Avatar. She's gonna bend all the Minecraft elements and rule the world.
What?
And defeat the
I-
blue beam alien conspiracy with the power of dance.
What
I feel
is?
crazy?
I'm like.
What?
What is
What?
happening?
It's the power of dance. What do you not understand?
Oh,
What
and it's a
the
big eyeball. Look at that, it's a
flying-
big eye. Look at
What
that.
the hell is? What?
This is.
I don't.
Oh wow! What
I've
would
act-
happen if we made something else? What
Did
if
I fall asleep on the stream? And this is what I'm dreaming? What?
this does feel like
Oh,
a
and
fever
Iris is
dream?
still belting, just completely off pitch.
She's doing her best.
She's a dancer, okay? What if we break all the mental locks just by doing that? That would have been great.
It's
That
just
would've
like, and you're done. Well done.
been good.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
We foiled Project Bluebeam! Amazing, Date! We can
What?
fight Nice for sure! I'm not afraid of them as long as you're here.
Yeah, good.
Huh? Well, I don't know how, but we defeated that big guy.
By
Oh, a rare
dancing.
drop. Awesome. Let's see how far we can get today.
Diamond pickaxe.
Let's go, everyone. Onward.
Please defeat Nyes. I know you can do it, Date.
All right, let's go, Iva.
I feel like I'm just
A
fucking
hothead
tripping
is
right
not
now.
what we need in this situation.
What is
Like maybe something
happening?
was in that Oreo I ate a second ago.
Yeah.
Like,
You made it.
You made it. We dug. We made it. Now we're here.
There's a split at the end down there.
I'm gonna
We
go
saw
dig.
it have a
There's to be
split.
another gate.
I'm gonna dig.
All right.
Wait,
yeah,
was there?
yeah, dig.
No, because there's not another drop.
This
So
Mm, yeah.
dig.
There's a monitor there, but I don't know if we need to
Do
see
it.
that.
Leave it to me.
Dig, 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 dig.
keep going, keep digging.
Go, 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 go. Okay.
I dug it up.
Got the material.
Let's move on.
Okay. All right.
She makes the Teddy noise. She squeaks like Teddy.
This is a spacious area.
Oh, I do
Is that
love that
marble?
Teddy squeak.
I do too. There's marble.
Those flowers
Oh,
are
yep.
winter irises.
They're
Oh, look at
wilted.
that.
Whoa, this place is huge. How are we gonna check everything? Maybe I can make something with the materials I have. Okay? Okay.
Another crafting table.
At least you don't have to do any more digging.
Date, do you see that shrine?
Shrine.
That's humanity's last hope against Nyes. Save us from the oppression of technology. Return the stone monument to the pedestal at the shrine. We should have all the materials we need to craft the stone monument. Please, Date, you're the only one who can save me. You're the only one who can save this world.
Only me?
I
Date.
guess.
Like what?
I'm the only one who can save her.
Hey, Date,
What?
is following Iris's plan really the best idea?
I don't know, but I feel like we're getting closer to the truth.
Really?
Let's go
Do
with it a
you
little
really?
longer.
I suppose we can. I will follow along for now.
We get to the end of this, and then we have to pick at the end, like what we believe.
So we got some stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Where's the?
There's
where is it?
monitor E.
There's like a hidden. Give me a sec.
The question mark one?
Oh, it's in.
Is that what you're
Okay.
looking for?
If I remember, there's like a.
It's like a hidden room?
I guess I'll go to the question mark one. Yeah, there's
Just to
something
know
that's
what
like
it
a
is.
little different.
Huh, okay.
Someone
Whoa.
is there?
Hello?
Oh, it's like a little bar. Talk.
Talk?
I'll talk.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
Excuse
marble.
me, who are you?
Uncle.
What the?
Yo. What?
What? That
Nope,
scared
not
me.
Uncle.
Why is there a monster in marble?
Hey, don't say that about Mama.
Oh, please. Is that?
What?
What?
You know him?
Not exactly. He is a familiar face that has appeared in many unrunrelated people's
that
dreams.
him?
Wait,
he is
what?
an urban legend of sorts.
Is that the
If you
designer?
are interested, I can tell
Oh
you
no,
more later.
It's Uchikoshi.
Is it Uchikoshi?
I don't know. But that's very funny.
I feel like
that
it
was
might-
actually Ichikoshi.
No, that's okay.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Is this the spatial temporal man?
Guys, I think that's Uchikoshi.
You're a material?
I just looked him up, and like it's not a 1-to-1, but like absolutely.
Does it
could
look
be.
like is that a little Easter egg? Because
It
that
could
would be
be.
really funny.
Could be. Do.
Cat the Swift
There's a
says that
crafting table here as well.
like it's a real thing? Like people see the same man in their dream? Or is that supposed to be the theory about the spatial temporal man?
I mean, I
Like
think
something.
it's different,
Oh, okay.
but related. It's a similar. There's a universal figure that shows up in different things.
Mhm, okay.
It's really specific, I know. So we can either craft the monument, like Iris said, or we can craft something else.
Something else. Ooh, do we want to follow along or not?
I think basically that is the broad question for this entire Somnium. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it.
Yeah.
Like the broad question is, do we listen to Iris or do we not listen to Iris?
It was Ooh.
We've been listening to her for a while, so I
Yeah.
think maybe we double down and listen to her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm feeling torn too because like, oh no, I'm not. I mean, not also. I'm feeling torn instead actually because we have been listening to her for a while, but now I'm like, I don't know. That I was so suspicious. That's making me suspicious too. But and it's felt so linear and like so easy, like up until this point. I don't know.
Yeah, she's
don't-
telling us what to do, and we can just listen to it. These are,
Yeah,
I mean, for what
doing
it's
it.
worth, these are both like, this is like any other Somnium in that these are both valid approaches. It's just which one we want to go along with, which one feels right to us at the moment.
Yeah. Well, it
At
sounds
the
like
moment, I want to listen to Iris.
okay. That's fine with me.
Iris said that
Just
all
'cause
the
we're this
materials
far
should
in,
be
like,
here, but
We don't have enough evidence to doubt her yet, and also she was almost killed.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
What's that on the floor next to the table?
this is the egg that came out of the vending machine earlier.
An egg! We can.
Sorry.
Okay, build the monument with that.
There you have it, Iba.
Understood. Done.
You could have given it a little more oomph.
Specifications for oomph not found.
Please take the monument to the shrine. You can make miracles, Dante.
Got it. Leave it to
We're
me, Iris.
miracle workers.
Are you going to continue doing whatever Iris tells you?
Iba, I get where you're coming from, but I want to believe her.
I see. If that is what you believe, then I will obey. I exist to support you, Date. Let's bring this to the shrine.
This back and forth is making me really suspicious.
The other one is a route, you know? Like, I think it's just suspicious because it's giving us the attention on, like, yo, there's another way you could be doing this.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Because I guess if we were going like against everything, like Date might be like, well, you know, we should really be listening to Iris to try and help her. Like, we should try and listen to what she's saying. And
Yeah, or probably Iris would be chiming in and being like, that's not what I said, while Iba's like, but why would, you know, it's just either way, they just make the other way known.
they call out the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's
We can
go.
go to the shrine. Yeah.
Here we go.
This appears to be
Hey.
a pedestal.
I'm gonna place that monument.
Understood. It will be done.
Okay.
And the flowers have come back to life.
The wilted irises
yeah.
blossomed.
What?
There were dead flowers outside. What happened to them?
They're alive.
Oh, wow.
This is...
Miracle.
In the language of flowers, the iris means good news and hope. The fact that you believed in me is good news. And Date, you are my hope.
I'm your hope?
You might be
Oh
able
my
to
God.
use it now, Date.
Use what?
There's something around the flowers.
It's
Another
shaped like
rare
a
drop.
heart.
I suppose we dig here.
I don't think it actually is.
Right.
Is it not? Oh, I thought it
Well,
was.
maybe.
I think it is shaped. When we were zoomed out, it looked like it was shaped like a heart.
Could be.
The color of this floor is slightly different.
There you go.
Okay.
All right,
Dig
try
down.
digging.
Understood.
Whack, 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 whack.
Dig, 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 dig,
Eh!
Hey.
Ah!
dig, 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 dig.
That's a heart.
What is this?
That's a heart.
I've never seen
bar.
anything like this before. Is it on the wiki? I'm gonna go check. Give me a second.
What is this?
Oh, I get it. It's a love bomb.
An item of that description is not in the game.
Let's fight for the future with the power of love. If you use this, you might be able to find me.
Use it? How?
You need to dance, Date.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Again?
What?
Haven't I danced enough already?
This is to save Iris. Please, just bear with it for now.
All
The
right.
power of dance.
I'll just use this bomb somewhere over there, I suppose.
Yeah,
I was so done now.
I was like, can I leave? Can I please just go?
I was like, I don't really like this Somnium. I want to get out of here. Is it gate 4? Is that where we need to go?
Is that monitor D? Here we go. I just wanted
Oh.
to make sure I was pointed in the right direction.
Okay.
Do 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 do.
I love her
do,
little
do.
running animation. She
We
also
cannot
looks
It's
kind of
so
like a
cool.
sheep.
With the debris in the way.
She does look a little bit like a sheep. You're right. Use that love bomb.
Use the bomb.
Around here?
yeah.
Yes.
Dance, baby, dance.
Do you want me to dance?
Please.
You got this.
Come on,
Poor
Iva.
Iba.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
know,
genuinely bad for Iba.
I do too. She's not feeling this.
She is not feeling this.
Heart shaped.
Yay!
Oh,
Use that love
yay.
bomb.
The
Got
power
this,
of
Iva.
love. The power of love and friendship.
Ah!
No.
There it goes.
Oh, there she go.
There she go.
What?
Oops. Looks like I messed that up, didn't I? Okay, well, guess I'll just die and restart.
Oh, did we lose?
What? Did we fuck up?
Oh. Well.
We shouldn't have listened to her. Da-da-da-da-da. Is that what that means?
We'll see. We don't know.
Where is this place?
Okay, let's regroup and keep going.
As a video game character, experiencing death again and again is wearing me down.
Iris is further away from us now.
Right?
So when will you stop believing her?
Date, can you see that shrine?
Iris, I'm sorry. Did we make a mistake?
No, you haven't.
What's going on?
Are we supposed to go that direction?
Irises.
Her iris hearts.
Oh, there she is.
This is.
Iris? Are you there?
What? Oh, it's the aliens. It's what? What?
It's Nigel Laws. Nizet Laws.
I know that was. I know
This
that
guy's
was
gonna be
nice.
the final boss for today. No, stop! Stay away!
Iris!
Nice is coming! Dante, help me! Huh? Sorry, everyone. My PC is acting weird.
Iris is in trouble. Is there any way to save her?
Date, this is Somnium. It cannot affect the real world.
That's not true. I saved Iris in Somnium once.
And then
This
she
is
was
another
fucking
part of
alive.
the problem.
I was gonna say.
If I don't save
like.
Iris here, Iris in the real world is in danger.
Yeah, he's convinced that the last Somnium saved Iris or brought her back to life.
You can kind of hear it in the way he's been talking in this whole Somnium. And also
Yeah.
they've sort of addressed it in other Somnium as well, which is that like the Somnium can affect the sinker as much as it affects the dreamer.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Either way,
Dante
we do
seems
not
kinda
have the
losing
power
it.
to fight against the UFO. If you want to help Iris, we need to find a way.
What can we do? Where do we go?
let's see. We got pyramid. We got mirror door. Mirror door. Let's do it.
I was gonna say pyramid.
A mirror door. But
Oh, but it's right there,
I'm
so.
not reflected in it.
Dance.
Dance. Duh, we don't have enough time.
That's all our time. We can try.
We gotta try.
Okay.
I think
yeah,
we're gonna
we
have
can
to
try.
dance anywhere we go. So
Well, let me go real quick. We're gonna run out of time anyway, so I can
It's
check
a
out the pyramid.
Yeah.
Dig, climb, investigate.
oh,
Ooh. Dig.
Dig, or do you want me to?
I
You know what? I'm gonna dig for the question
mark.
mark.
Okay.
Or climb.
Okay.
I'll dig.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can dig.
Let's see what the question mark is.
We no longer have a pickaxe.
Right.
Oh.
I would dance.
Aha!
Fuck.
A mirror door.
It's a time eater.
Not
Okay.
necessarily.
Oh yeah. 12 seconds. Okay.
It
good,
actually
good.
saves us time.
What?
Okay.
The power of dance. The most beautiful thing humanity has ever created. Dance is the
Okay.
only way to beat Nyes in the Wadjet system. The reason why your reflection isn't shown in the mirror is because of Nyes. You're a threat to their existence. They're trying to erase you and...
Oh my god.
This is
I mean,
I feel like maybe we understand what's going on here a little bit better now.
Yeah.
Please, do it!
Understood. I'll do it.
time to dance, and then she's
Let's
just like,
third time's the charm. Let's play that song a third time.
just doing those moves.
yeah. This isn't going great.
Yeah.
Well, we destroyed the blue beam that one time, so
Whoa, that was a crazy shot. These shots are insane.
well, they only have one dance animation and one song, so
Yeah.
they have to do what they do.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
We're dancing
Whenever
the
Iris
aliens
sings
away.
this song, All right, well.
Okay, yeah.
I'm happy for them.
Gina, what's happening?
What game are we
If I
playing?
said I swear this makes sense, would you believe me?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine?
If I said I
you know,
understand 110% what is happening right now, would you believe me?
I don't know. No.
What the shit?
Can you imagine if you were just clicking through Twitch and you just happened upon this Let's Play like right now and you just popped on in to be like, oh, AI, the Somnium Files, I've heard of this
I
game.
wonder what's going on in that game.
And then you find this and you're like, whoa, I'm gonna see myself out. That's good.
I
Thanks.
would be the opposite. I'd be like, okay, it's time to watch this. Whatever this is, I want to know.
I truly feel crazy. Did we win?
Did we do it? Did we get her? Was that the right move?
Thank you for
Iris,
finding me, Date.
put on
Iris.
pants.
Yeah,
Really, you,
I'm in the
Iris?
Iris put on pants camp.
I too am in the Iris put on pants camp. We defeated Nyes.
We did it.
We found it.
We found it.
Now
And then we need to
pick.
get to the Iris core.
Mhm.
Iris core.
There's 4
Okay.
seconds left.
Nice.
Touch core with 358 seconds.
Why did it take that long? It's crazy.
Please. Please trust me.
I don't know.
Iba,
yeah, I
touch
don't
the
know
core.
I don't know about this.
Date.
I would know. I was like,
Your little
this is
face.
all bullshit.
Huh. Oh, she's deciding for us.
No, we decided. We said touch the core.
Yeah.
Oh, we did. Oh, we did say. But there wasn't any other option.
Well,
Yeah, because
what we
we've chosen this. This is one of those where the choices is made throughout the Somnium.
Ah, I see.
We decided to align with or to listen to what Iris was saying. You believed Iris. We found it.
We found it.
I'm just gonna assume this is the wrong choice. Like we're about to be down a route.
Yeah, I
but-
feel like this. Yeah, we're definitely going down a route now. I think you're right. I think that might have been the wrong choice. But I don't know. I don't know. But then, like we said about Iba, maybe Iba like actively, truly does not know,
maybe,
and that's why she's so doubtful. I don't know.
I'd also argue, has this been a game with wrong choices?
No, it hasn't. It's just all been. Each one has its own bit of information.
Yeah,
You're right.
because the first time I got to this, I was like, okay, there's a right choice and a wrong choice. But the rest of the game doesn't really have those. Even something as simple as healing Mizuki or not isn't a right or wrong choice. It's just
a choice.
It's just a choice, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it ultimately, whatever we pick is going to result in different information, different set of events. Yeah. I don't know. I just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because we're in it right now, but it just felt like something about that felt very like, I don't know, a little sinister in a way. And
yeah, I don't
sketchy.
disagree. I want to
No?
be clear. I don't disagree at all.
Yeah. So.
But I also think it is interesting approaching it with it's weird. Obviously, everything about this route, and I said it before we even started it, everything about this route is weird. It's different. It is just different than what we experienced on the other side. But it's still part of the same game. So it's worth keeping that in mind.
True.
Totally.
That is totally true. Yeah.
Sure.
This thing from earlier touched my heart in a way that will always linger. All doubt was removed from my mind.
Oh wow, he's convinced.
I was determined.
Iris.
So
I'm sorry that I doubted you.
So it's like there was really nothing in that Somnium that like was showing or convincing us that Nyes is real, other than Date believing Iris. Like there wasn't any like evidence or anything. It was just like Iris saying, you gotta help me, you gotta like do all these tasks, and we could either have like done them or not. And I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense from what I'm saying.
Because that's not what happened. What happened is the Somnium influenced Date.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was nothing in there that was actually like information that he was gleaning. He just got convinced from that Somnium itself.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So,
I agree. No, completely. We as the player have no new information from that.
No. All it did was
sorry.
make Date do that. Believe her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wadjet Nyes X00639.
Are you serious?
And like I said, I'll fulfill your wish. From this moment on, you're under my protection.
Then...
Yeah, I'm your bodyguard.
I did, in answer to your question, Ken Kasong, I did what we're doing first. Yeah. So I experienced it. Yeah, I experienced it basically the same way we're experiencing it right now.
Got
Okay.
it. Got
Yeah,
it.
cool.
Okay, that's good to know.
I'll protect you with my life, Iris.
Date!
And felt almost exactly what you're feeling right now, Allison. That's kind of why I'm smiling, because like...
Really?
Yeah. No, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you so much!
Date, are you delusional?
You're going to help too, right, Iba?
My mission is to support you.
Good.
Okay. Wow. Fucking.
Even though I really wanted to be contrary in it, I did sort of the same thing that you guys did, which was like, I'll play along.
Yeah. That's how I was feeling. Like, we should just play along for this one and see what that gives us.
But if I recall, I futzed around a bit. I started that way, and then, like, I started,
What? You stayed at a hotel with Tessa?
I started by being contrary, and then later, like, reset it, and was like, now I'll play along the first time.
I see. Yeah. Wait, what?
It was a business hotel.
It was a 2-bedroom.
Don't say misleading things. We got 2 rooms, each with 2 beds.
We did bathe together, though.
No, we didn't.
What?
What?
Why are you taunting this mob boss, Tessa?
Yeah, what is
Isn't your gang supposed to be clean?
Yeah, put that away. Put that gun away.
Why are you here anyway?
Why are we here? Oh.
I told Momo about the attack on, I still can't say it.
Nizit Laws.
Nizit Laws.
I see. I heard about the shooting in Golden Yokocho last night, but I never thought it'd be you.
What's up about Renju?
Why are we here?
Unfortunately, I don't have anything new for you, but I did find out a little nugget of info you might want to hear.
What is it?
I'll tell you, but Date, come over here.
Again with this?
Oh boy.
With his arm over my shoulder, Momo led me to a corner of the room.
I'll tell you, Date, but you gotta do something for me.
Want to shake her hand again?
No. I did that already. I want to see her panties.
Momo.
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
I want to see Tessa's panties. I really want to see. You gotta let me get a peek.
You're fired
She's
from
not
the
gonna
video
let you.
game.
Can you at least?
You're expelled. You're going to
You were
timeout.
fun earlier. You're
Yeah,
not fun
you
anymore.
were fun earlier, and now I'm mad at you, Moma.
I know. I gotta go. Yeah. Victor's saying everyone do push-ups.
And I went to where we were.
Fucking yeah. Now I want to kill him.
Iris,
no.
could you do me a favor?
I'm doing
This
squats.
guy wants to see your panties.
No, Dante. Fucking.
She hit me
Yes.
hard. Good.
That's messed
That's
up,
the correct
Dante.
response.
I know Momo would never say that. Right, Momo?
That's also not the right response.
Yeah, of course. Dante, you evil pervert.
Seriously?
Just want a handshake, right?
Yeah, exactly. I tried to tell him.
I did my squats.
You did them?
I know it wasn't
Iris took my
necessary.
response.
I'm just so mad. I did angry squats.
Dante, this is the happiest day of my life.
Fuck you, you
I
bitch.
thought that was
Fuck
yesterday.
you.
Can we take your very small gun and shoot you with it? About Renju.
Wait, what's this intel you got?
Check it out. Friday night near Bloom Park, someone saw Renju.
Friday night?
Wait,
That's when Shoko was killed.
Ooh.
We actually
Obviously,
knew...
that's not enough to pin the crime on him.
We knew his car was there. We didn't know he
Yes.
was there, but we knew his car was there.
But it
That's
does
right,
prove
yeah.
he was there.
I guess we should check the merry-go-round again.
The police have already thoroughly searched it, and we've been there more than once before on our investigation.
But we might have missed something, right?
Okay, where are your lackeys, man?
When you told me you were coming, I made them leave. I can't let them see me with Tessa.
About Niset Laws.
Sorry, never heard of them. Are they even real?
Yes!
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course.
Well, now they're gonna have
I've
to kill
always
Moma,
known
too.
Deep down there must be some kind
So,
of secret
maybe-
organization.
If this works to our advantage.
Always known it.
And he's like a thing in this route. He's like a character. This is so
Anyway,
weird.
I got some info about the shootout. Those guys aren't affiliated with any criminal organization we're aware of. They're not mafia or yakuza or anything. They must have been hired guns by Niza Mattis.
It's Niset Laws!
I feel you on that one, Mama.
Yeah, I think the joke is you're not supposed to be able to pronounce it. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
Power into.
We can ask her about school. What?
Maybe Mr. Okiura was a part of NICE.
She's in high school and she's just not going. There's like that one day. Anyway, yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking out loud.
What makes you think that?
When we were at Sunfish Pocket, my friend said,
The mermaid?
He was looking for
Yeah.
Iris.
Mm-hmm.
and then later, I almost got kidnapped by NICE. Was that just
Unless
a
he's trying
coincidence?
to intercept or something. Like he's being stopped. I don't know. Or he's a part of it. I don't know. I don't know.
I love
And
this
not just
play-by-play.
When you found my corpse in the parallel world, you found it in an Okiura warehouse. Whoever killed me in that world was probably affiliated with NICE. That makes me think the Okiuras and NICE are connected.
About Renju.
Yeah.
Maybe NICE ordered Mr. Okiura to help number 89 escape. And number 89 is an assassin. If he wanted to get rid of me, Mr. Okiura must have...
If that's true, it could be related to Shoko's murder. Shoko must have found out about the organization. They killed her for getting too close, then displayed the body as a warning.
It all comes back to nice. Once we solve the mystery of Niset Laws, everything else will fall into place. Or so I thought.
If you want to know more about NICE, why not
Nice.
ask Ota? Remember what he said yesterday?
I know about secret
Yeah, there we go. It
societies.
teed us
I know
up.
about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating.
Put a pin in it. Come and talk to me
Good
later.
point. You might have more information for us.
This
Okay.
is. Do you want to call your mom? Yeah.
Well, that's random.
I just thought she might be worrying.
It's fine. She knows already. I told her I'm with you. I'm sure she's not worried.
Okay.
Ask how school is, I
school?
guess.
It's a weird
Today's
place to be
Tuesday.
asking about
It's not
school.
another holiday, is it?
Siri is backwards for Iris. Oh, it all makes sense.
Oh,
You
man.
dense. Tessa was almost kidnapped. She can't be going to school now.
I guess that's true, but
Okay, well, we're leaving.
Okay.
I love the energy between you two. I gotta say, I just think this is fucking hilarious.
I'm like baffled and like Jake's gone quiet.
I know, it's
Like-
really, really funny.
You're just like,
You forget it's 1:07, so I'm just like processing information at this point.
that's true. It is really late for you as well. That's a good point. But also, it's just, I feel like that Somnium kind of left us like, what? Like,
that sound, that
that's how I
just-
feel.
I
The
have
only
no idea what's happening. I'm so much more confused now than I was before we started this.
Yeah.
That's true. That's valid. That's super valid. The only guiding light I can throw out there, the only, brightness in the darkness that I can provide is that this actually does genuinely make sense once you know what's going on.
That I cannot believe that right now though. Like I just I can't.
And I'm with you. I have the feeling of like, there's no way. I swear everyone's pulling our leg.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of different meanings, quote unquote, this makes sense could mean. That, like, I'm not going to clarify what I mean by that. It's just, I understand what's happening.
At this point, I just recognize that I'm missing so much information that they're basically like talking in code right now. I feel like the events that are happening right now are so like beyond making sense to me.
Yeah, this is where I dropped the game for like 3 weeks. Right here. I'm not even kidding. It actually was this conversation. I remember picking it back up on this conversation. I got the game on launch day and played through to here and was like, I don't think so. I think I'm okay. And I put it down for 3 weeks and I picked it back up and then in like 3 days beat the game.
Wow.
So I empathize so incredibly deeply. That's actually, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't say like weird, vague things like, oh, it'll all make sense. But like, I need to promise you because I really needed that promise.
Oh no, I have faith in it too because
yeah, we're far enough in.
Yeah, we're already really far in. Like we've gotten so much of the game, and like we have some clues to things. There's music.
Hey, Short, what you playing?
You making some music?
I'm literally not playing. Oh, it's my computer. Shit. Sorry.
I was like, oh, we got the guitar out. Okay.
I'm like, I don't. I'm sitting. Oh shit. Sorry. That was me playing in it though.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Well, there you go.
It counts. But yeah, like we've been playing for enough time. Like I already have a sense for this game. Like I already know that there's so much information flying around, and like I'm not gonna drop it. If anything, this makes me want to play it more because
huge.
Like but it's so like farcical now. Like it's bizarre.
Anyway. Gina, I have a question.
Yes.
On reapproaching a route like this, which is so farcical and also knowing how it all ties in, how does it make you feel about it tonally still?
I feel better about it tonally. I mean, I hate the action sequences. I've made no like mystery of that. But when it comes to the actual tone of this, like this route, I get it. And getting it actually makes it feel a lot more like the rest of the game. And I know that sounds weird, but like it in a weird way, what's going on is not all that dissimilar to what happened in the other routes. It doesn't feel like it's tonally all that different if you understand what's happening.
Got it.
But to be honest, I've been approaching the other routes like that too. You know what I mean? Like with the other routes, I also still knew what was happening. So
yeah.
It all kind of feels pretty similar.
Okay.
What a weird game.
Yeah, this is bizarro. Yeah. Like, is there any more scene to play out here? Or,
there is.
like...
So yeah, we can go back. I think it sounds like we're wrapping down, which is totally fine. But they said there's 3 places we can go. First, Bloom Park. I'm curious about Renji being seen there on Friday. The Matsushita Diner to talk with Oda about Knives.
Yeah.
And the Seijima Estate.
Of course, because we always have to go to So and see his ass.
Well, he did I mean, we saw this.
We do think he murdered.
Yeah. In which case he might be part of Knives.
Iris.
I need to confront him.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go, Iris.
Oh, yeah.
You're taking Tessa with you? She'll be safer here.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
No,
I made her a promise.
No.
I will be Iris's garter belt.
Her what?
And you're gross.
God,
sorry.
fucking.
We're all gross.
Freudian slip, no doubt.
Well,
I'm ready to like
but
drop
if you're gonna
this
leave,
game to
you should take
space
this
right now.
Where is Mizuki?
She doesn't exist. We just didn't come home for like multiple nights in a row. She is mourning. She is.
Yeah, she's just hanging out at the maid cafe in mourning.
Yeah,
while
what I
her
will say,
parent
that's
figure
the
is-
big thing that's different once you've played the other route and you come back here. Oh my god, we are so irresponsible. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's so true. Everyone's asking for push-ups, but I know it's late for Jake, but I will do squats here instead. I'll do some more.
You're such a
I'll do
champ.
so many tomorrow morning, I swear.
What'd you say?
I'll do so many tomorrow morning. I'll really do it. Solely for the gotta talk to daddy line. I'll do them all. Oh, his dad just took out a small object.
What's this?
A GPS transmitter.
Moma, Iris's phone already has GPS.
I know. But in case she gets caught and they throw away her phone or something, it's just an extra precaution. Put it somewhere they won't find it.
It's a plot device. Just take it, man.
Here's took the took the GPS transmitter and hid it in her clothes.
I hope it'll be useful. Date, if anything happens to her, I'll make sure you regret it for the
Mama,
rest
shut up. I'm
of
not
your
listening to you.
life.
It'll be fine, relax.
And that's the end of the scene.
Great.
Great, wonderful.
Oh my god, this fucking game.
Someone mentioned in chat that Momo has like little shines on the edges of his mouth that always make it look like he's like drooling or like got a little spit on the edge of his
you're
mouth.
right.
Yeah,
And I
It looks like he has some
can't
moist
unsee it.
lips.
yeah, you're not wrong. Oh my god.
This is a weird place to end the game, but this is also where we started the game.
It is, we picked up right here. Moma!
We're always with Moma. God,
Moma!
this jackass.
I can't believe we starting and ending the stream in the exact same spot.
That
Like
actually is really funny.
like shot for shot pretty much. Like, oh my god. And we got to go back to the same like places too. Well, not all of them, but some of them.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's got a tiger.
He's just got a tiger skin. Look.
I hadn't noticed the tiger rug either.
He's got the tiger rug and the 2 Dragon Ball statues, and also just like some normal ass office space, and I respect that about this office.
His lackeys work. And we know he has a hidden room like behind him. Like,
I don't think it's a room. It's like a little.
He's got an A-set figure.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
Yeah, and then to the left or whatever, there's another room that there is a hidden room in here.
Yeah. This is so to the point in chat. We might be seeing more of Moma in this route, and I just it's fine. Everything's fine.
It's truly the Momo route. That's upsetting.
So
This
with all
is
of that in
bizarre.
mind,
Yes. I think we're going to find out more next time what's going on.
I think that's correct.
with all of this.
I wouldn't go so far as to
yeah,
call
the
this a
Somnium
good place
files.
to stop, but I do think this is where we're gonna end the stream, and it has been an
Sensible
honest to
place.
God delight to get to play more of this game with all of you, because gosh, I missed it. I really
I
missed this
honestly
game.
love this game for how
missed it.
ridiculously wacko it is.
I missed it so much, and I agree. Like it's so fucking weird, but at the same time, it's such a good story and a good mystery, and I don't want to put it down.
Mhm.
Like it's so like I don't know. It's just so weird, like but intriguing. Like how does it do that?
I don't know. I'm not even gonna call it straddling the line. It just kind of jumps back and forth at will, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah, but yeah, this has been so much fun. Thank you guys for joining us. Yeah, I'm just really glad to be able to play this game again.
I know, I missed it a lot.
And we'll try to pick it up pretty soon, and we're looking forward to seeing you all next time.
Yeah.
Thank you,
See you.
folks.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.